Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on your time and your location that you will come across, or you are watching we Biafra TV on this moment or this hour, this time, whether evening, whether night, depend on your own location. So I greet you a warm good morning and also happy weekend to you all. I thank you for always coming across our platform and also to share the program so other people may know that we are live and we are direct to do the needful. To do what? To educate ourselves on things that are very, very important. And what we are doing right now mean our election in the Biafra homeland. Why the election is so important to every Biafran, and why we have to pay attention in what is happening. I see you, my senior, my brother, Abarosia. Good morning from here. Hope you are good, my brother. Thank you so much for being here. It's been long, but I hope you are okay. So, we are here to educate ourselves. We are here to do things maybe other people see that they don't see it as important, but because of one or two reasons, we find it that it's very imperative that we as the Biafran people continue doing what we are doing, because it is very, very rare and very, very important for you to know what you are doing and the meaning and also the value. Because when you know the value of what you are doing at the time that you are doing it, then you will take it more serious. When you have a declaration of a new country, why a vote from the order from the government to supervise the election or to conduct the election is very important for the new country or for the government. There are things that that election proves. There are things that the election triggers. There are things that makes that election prove from the government side. That is why we are here this morning. We are here to let the world know, or let you as a Biafran who live in fact, all the Biafrans who believe under United States of Biafra government, to understand the importance of the election that is going on in Old Anambra, which that what's make up of Old Anambra is 3 states: Ikemba, Odimegu, and Omambala. These are the 3 states that's made up of Old Anambra under United States of Biafra that was re-declared on November 29, 2024. Then the importance of the election and what the election means to the government is the branches or criteria that we are going to go in this morning. So you will understand why you must vote if you believe in Declaration 1. Number 2, if you believe in the United States of Biafra as a government of what? Of the people of the Biafra. These areas that we will touch in today, and also how the international law supports an unrecognized declared country like United States of Biafra. Why they have to conduct election, and why that international community or international law support such approach or such a decision or such election, even though that the election is going to be conducted without representative of UN or laws or those that are guys election in the country that are members of UN. Remember, why the UN will not come is what? Because the country, the unrecognized country, is not a member of UN. Remember that in your own mindset right now. That is why they are not going to come. And because of they are not going to come, it's not going to stop the government of the unrecognized state like United States of Biafra to have or conduct the election. The election proved a lot of things towards the government. The election right now, after our declaration, prove a lot of things that we are going to be taking one after the other. So you as a Biafran who believe under United States of Biafra, why you have to vote? Now the government said that every Biafran on this special election, that this one is a special, that all of us must vote. There is a history that are going to use that thing to make. Number one. The number two, there is under international communities a proof of the government's legitimacy or the right of authority to control his own people. And the election also triggers to international recognition. Once the election conduct peacefully, whether manual or the other way around, the election is going to prove how prepared and how peaceful and how the government can make things to work for the citizens of the new country. Remember that. That is why the election that we are about to, that election that is going on now, that the election, if you have never voted, I have voted. And it is very simple. The election is very simple. Just copy the link, click on that link, and then it will give you the procedure. Where is going to be difficult for you is where you will see date of birth. Date of birth is simply mean. Even some people use phone number. Someone like me, I put my phone number, it works for me. I put the so-called death sentence called Nigeria number, it works on that particular place. But the easiest way or the other way around you can handle it is by, when you try date of birth, it could not work for you, try phone number. Then it will work. Believe it's working. Then, when you come to that place, just put your normal date of birth. If you just put like maybe 1920, just put it direct. Don't give it space. Once you are putting it, the link will be correcting and guiding you on what to do. After that, nothing difficult again. You will see two people that are contesting for the what? For the election. Choose one among them to vote. If you look at their picture, anyone you like, vote for. It's not, nobody will tell you, oh, this is vote for this. No. Open your phone. Pick up the link from our DPM office, from our DPMS handle. Select some groups of WhatsApps. They have it there. People of Odimegwu has their own on the WhatsApp group. So if you are from Odimegwu, you don't have it, or from Old Anambra or anywhere in the world where you are and you want to vote, contact me. I will forward the link to you so you can be able to vote. This election is very, very sacrosanct. This election is very, very important to every life of Biafran, and also to make the government to become effective government, to make the government to become what? Effective government. This election is not like Nigeria election where you can rig. Nobody rigs this election. When you vote on the line, on the link will, if you come back again, link told you already vote, you can't vote again. That is the kind of country we are building. We are not building that country where on the days of the election, people will be bribed, ballot paper will be going inside bush, people will be killing, fight will be going. That is not the Biafra we are building. We are building a Biafra. You can be inside your room and conduct your vote. There's what they call earlier voting. That is what we are doing right now. It's going on online. So if you don't have the link to vote, contact me, even on comment section, drop it in comment section, or the number to get you, or get my number when I will call the number, so I can be able to send you the link, even if you want me to guide you. So that is the really thing that we all need to do. That is the things. Now, the reason why we are here this morning, please like and share the program, because we must start the maintenance time before we will bring every other things. As I'm sharing, please also share and like the program. Please share and like, so the Biafran people can understand that we are here this morning again to remind you the importance of the election that is going on in Old Anambra, that comprises of Odimegwu, Ikemba, and every other state, the 3 states that make up of Odimegwu, so that our people will learn how to do online voting without wasting time. The Biafra or Biafra government is educating us on things that we have never experienced in our life. That is why Biafra is going to one of the most wonderful and beautiful country that respects the law, not just beautiful, a country that values the life of human being and respect the people. That is the country we are building. That is the country we have declared. That is the country where we are fighting for the international recognition. Once it happens, we as good as go. So do not be confused by anybody. Do not let anybody to deceive you. Rather, stand on your feet to fight for your freedom, for your rights. That is where we are, and that is what we are doing. Everything that we are doing it to let the world know that we appreciate and we understand what we can achieve and what can be able to do. Because you know one thing, that Africa dies. Africa is not working the way it's supposed to work until Biafra becomes a free nation. Once Biafra becomes a free nation, Africa will come back to where they belong. But I am very happy that Africans are rising up. That those that are in their phase of many countries of Africa, like Ibrahim Traore and all of 5 or 6 of them, they are calling for Africa to rise up. Africa must unite, but the unite of Africa is in the hand of the Biafra. That is why I told that once Biafra is a free nation, that everything that is missing in Africa will be there for us. Everything that Africa is losing, we will get it when we unite together. And I want you to know that uniting Africa cannot be possible if the Biafra is not a free nation. Africa can become united once people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu joins African, once people like Mazi Simon Ekpa, once like Ngozi Orabueze, once like all the Biafran people accept then Africa will unite and chase away all the foreigners who colonize us, and they will leave Africa. Then that is the time Africa will stop this pipe that they are building from Okigwe to Europe to take our gas. And that is why they know that if Africa unites, that they are going to stop them on their plan, on that agenda that they are carrying on. That is why they are trying to divide Africa, put problems inside Africa, so we cannot be together, we cannot be united. Then, for the unite to happen, I must tell you one thing, that the coming of Biafra as a new nation will facilitate to destroy these people who are against us. What the Europe are doing in our land is unacceptable. The way they control Africa, the way they intimidate Africa, the way the UN laws, UN charters, UN, they are not, their law was only made for people of the Europe and Asia. We find out that because what they did in their own, nobody will arrest them. If we as the Biafran people, as the African people, try to do that, it will come for our arrest to silence our voice. That is how the world, that is how Europe killed Muammar Gaddafi, because he was fighting to make Africa to become a country. That is why many Africa was jailed in different prisons in Europe. That is why in the time of the colonial masters, they drank our people inside sea and chained them inside sea. They did our people, they threw our people to lion to eat them. They did all manner of abomination to the African people. Moreover, do you know they call Britain? And today, Britain has built another Britain by Finland government, arresting Simon Ekpa, who is fighting to defend and stop the killing of his own people. And they want to stop him. So I want you to understand that what we are doing, there is a reason why we are doing that. And the reason why we are doing is that we want to become free. Who is in the hands of the UK? Nobody. Their affairs, they manage their resources. But today, all the Europe, they came down to Africa. Not only Biafra land. That is why they want to take Ibrahim Traoré out, because he has stopped France making their own resources. Because he tried to stop them. He has already stopped. That is why they want to take him away. That is why they are sponsoring all kind of Boko Haram. Is called, and once they came in, they don't know what that country has built in terms of security. Before you enter there, they already sees you and see where you are hiding. That is why they can easily use their drone to go there and capture you and waste your life. So we are calling on women in Europe to know that what is going on in Nigeria, that the killings of the Christians, the indigenous people in Nigeria, have called to the Europe and the Asia and all of them to revoke the mandate of Nigeria and sanction Nigeria, and also support the solution happen to will stop the killing, which is recognizing of United States of Biafra, that will stop all these killings, that will stop all the human rights, that will stop all the human rights abuses, that will stop all the intimidation of military and the Boko Haram military that they have in Nigeria. And that simply means, for closing present now, Nigeria, we have found what the meaning of Nigeria. The meaning of one Nigeria is a death sentence to every indigenous person. That is the meaning of one Nigeria. So that is why the Biafran people stood up and said, no, we can't be in a country where they sentence us to death, even when we did not talk. People will be sleeping in their room. The Nigerian military, sponsored by Boko Haram, will enter and open the house and kill and wipe away the family. These are the things that we are seeing, and we are saying no to that. That is why we stood up on November 20, 1924 to make our official declaration of United States of Biafra as a new country. And the world are keeping silent. The coming of Biafra will stop attack that is going to happen in America very soon, because the bandits, the Boko Haram, the ISWAP, the ICC, the Lakrowa, and all the terrorist group in the world want to conquer Nigeria and make Nigeria a safe haven from where they will be attacking every other country. These are things that we all must understand. That is why we are calling for the Unite of Africa through Pan-Africanist. We want to also thank the Pan-Africa for the job they are doing. That is the kind of organization you need in Africa, who stood up for the human rights abuses and who fight for the freedom of his own people. It's the time that Africa speak in a loud voice and unite themselves for them to take over their own country, their own accord Africa. Or if they check that the Africa was what a white man give us, we can change it outrightly. The killings that are going on is what UK, Britain bring to us through the amalgamation. Without amalgamation, we have been living peacefully and living a decent life until they conquered the warriors of Ekumeku in 1913, December. Then on January 1st, 1914, the amalgamation comes up. The amalgamation did what? The amalgamation comes up. Through that amalgamation, the Biafran people was not included. Rather, they forced every indigenous people to be there. So, we almost understand the level of what we are doing. So, the people that are dying in the Benue state, they are human beings. Some was killed inside church where they are worshiping God. The people that killed them inside church killed pastors and pastor wife and children. Burned down the church. There was praying. A white man who bring church to us, who bring this white Christian to us, they don't even believe in that. And the church or Christianity is a scam they give average Africa. That thing they call church, Christianity, is a scam when it comes to Africa. And when Biafran people find out what is happening, because the Bible says that heaven only help those who help themselves. Even Jesus Christ helped himself when Satan was trying to deceive him. So when you see those people who they tell you about church, you pray. Any prayer without work is not a prayer. You are making a complaint. Any faith without work is faithless. The Israel people are fighting every day with gun and blade to defend their land. Before they will go and pray to God to protect them, and God is protecting them. That is why nobody is taking Israel, their land, away from them. Rather, they will be the one to chase people away from their own. So, my people, we are back to what we are doing this morning. The election that the Biafran people are conducting in our land is what we need at this time to prove that we have a government that is effective, that is not a government in the paper, rather a government that are effective on the work, a government that can talk to his people, and his people will listen and follow up the instruction coming from the government. It's also let the world to know that the Biafran people has made a declaration with what they asked us to meet as a criteria for us to become a new nation. We have met those criteria. Those criteria is what? They said, number one, a permanent population. This permanent population proves by that the election that is going on in the homeland in our country of United States of Biafra, in one of the 3 states that we have that made up of 40 states. We in Odimegu, in Ikemba and the Omambala, the election that is going on also prove that the claim of the government that they have a permanent population is true. Number 2, they said we must define our territory. The territory that we are conducting the election has also proved that we have a defined territory, that one of them or 3 of them is Omambala, Odimegu, and Ikemba in Old Anambra. I hope you are following. This is what it simply means. It's also what they said, an effective government. The effective government carries the order of the election and controlling the election by themselves. They can also invite some organizations that are not under UN and or under countries to experience it. They can also invite social media to talk about and witness it. And also our deputy prime minister Ngozi Orebeze can present herself in some big channels that are not under countries to let the world know, because all those the message they are preaching or message they are sending is going very far. I hope you are understanding it. That is why the election is important. The election, you have call, please. The election proves everything. The election will lead to international recognition once the election is conducted freely. The same way protests from the government lead to international recognition. These 2 multiple dimensions, these two strategic works together in one favor. The main favor that we are seeking for the Europe countries is what? To recognize Biafra as a sovereign state, as a new country that has been merged from Africa, precisely from the hands of the evil of the death sentence called One Nigeria. These are why we must vote under another group, another fallback. Then you now come to understand the meaning of having a new country, because it's the only country can conduct an election in their territory. When you are a group, you have no right to conduct election in the territory, unless personal group or SAPs, personal organizations. Yes, you can. But when it comes to states, its only government has that legitimacy to conduct election. That is what our government are exercising their right of proving, of claiming that this is our territory, this is our country. That is what the government is proving. That is why you also proving that yes, you are obedient person by following all the instructions that are coming out from the government of United States of Biafra. If you never vote, please contact me. I will send you the link to vote online through your phone, through your handset that is in your hand. You don't need to go and stay online and hit will kill you. No. Those that will do that. But for you who doesn't want to go outside, you can vote online. You can do that with your phone. That is the kind of civilization we are bringing that Africa are lacking. Without our recognition, we have already introduced that you can vote through your phone inside your room. Yeah, Chicos, I can see you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Good morning from here. I can see you, Johnson. Good morning from here. Thank you so much for coming. One love, my people. Please just like and share the program as you come in so other people may see what we are doing. We also use the opportunity to tell all Africa to start coming together. Forget whatever happens. Let us come together to chase away these people, the people of Europe, Britain, America, France, China, that are disturbing in our territory, that could not allow us to stay. Hope you are following. Africa must unite. It is the time to unite. This 21st century, that we must unite to face our problem, to chase those people who have military base in our country, but we did not have in their own country, who always claim that they have more experience than us. Rather, they have nothing to offer us except to bring division, to bring chaos. If they doubt us that they are not the ones that are bringing chaos, let them leave us willingly on their own. If Europe think that they are not our problem, let entire Europe call themselves in and say, if you have anything that you're doing in Africa, go away from Africa. You will see how peaceful and how Africa will become more beautiful more than all the Europe. The Europe is our problem. I have seen Asia is minor. The European people is our problem. They are bringing poverty to Africa. Look at UK telling us that they are giving in Nigeria aid. The aid you are giving Nigeria to welcome Boko Haram and buy them equipment. As you forward that aid to them, they forward it in the corner to sell arms, to get ammunition for the Fulanis who want to Islamize everyone in Nigeria. That is where the aid you are giving them is going. Because people are dying, no houses, no good road, no light, no hospital, nothing. And the UK, you are giving Nigeria one of the most highest aid in the world. The aid you are giving them is to use those aid to kill Christians and indigenous people in Nigeria. Nigeria means death sentence to every indigenous person. This is true that we almost know. We are no longer hiding ourselves anymore. We are raising our voice on our rights of self-defense. And the freedom of speech, we must exercise it in our full length. Yes, my people. We are going to check how the international laws support the unrecognized country right now, like University of Biafra, to conduct election in our territory. And what the election stand for. So we must continue on the goods aspect of what we are doing, so for the world to know that we are not playing, that we understand what it means to have our own freedom and what it means to become a free country. Africa must be free from from Europe. African people must be free. They are our problem. Go and check how many Europe come to our land for the time for our country for the time they want to conduct election. But African people always go to Chatham House in UK. That means they are in charge of our life. They are in charge of our country. They are in charge of our territory. They are in charge of our population also. We are under serious attack. They are attacking the page. But please continue sending your like and your love. Because that is when they will know that people are watching, that people are listening. Please hit that in love, MOG. It's not taking any word from your account, from your data, from your internet. No, just hit on it. The page is under attack. They are kicking out people from like. They are kicking out people on the view also. So please hit that like button also. Hit the love emoji. Because that is the one that when they see it more, they will stop the attack. Yes, my brother from Ikeji, from Amambala. I am from Odimegu. You're welcome, my brother. I am from Odimegu. I have casted my vote. Have you casted your vote? Have you casted your vote? If it's hard for you to cast online, if you know that you can go other day where governments will instruct you to go for the election, you don't have to vote online. Because also, Kevin, it's been long because of time. This platform miss your voice. Good morning from here. Kevin, if you have time, you can also call. You have already heard what we're discussing about the vote. And we are calling Africa to be united. Yes, anytime you can also request from me. I have the link also. I have the link. On the issue of what we're discussing is the vote. If you're having difficulties to vote, please, you can contact us. We can tell you how to do it. This is my phone number in case anybody want to call me on this program this morning, the number is plus 973360513337. So that is the number to call. Remember, the number is plus 973360513337. Please share and like the program as you come in, so others may know that we are live and we are direct, that we are here to discuss our own problem, not another people's problem. How an unrecognized country like United States of Biafra have the right to conduct election, and what the election means to the people is very important that you understand it. So before we may go into before we may go into what will bring us here, you can also call me if you want to have anything to say on number that I call right now, plus 973360513337. That is my number. Only on WhatsApp straight you can get me, or if you want to chat. Before we are waiting for the calls, or maybe before our time, we want the world to know why they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is something you must understand from the names that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called to come and bear witness for him. All of them has case, they have committed a lot of crime. When you talk of Wike is coming to answer what happened in Obigbo. People don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu planned. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has planned to use truth, like he said, and destroy Nigeria from their courts. And imagine when country is being destroyed by the judiciary. That is why I invited Wike. Someone will come to answer. You that keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are kidnapping and arrested him. What happened in your state? Who off the lights in time of NSAS? And people was died, and people was being killed, people killed anyhow. These are the things that they are coming to answer. Buratai, all the names that Hope was a danger, all of them has a crime they have committed so much. So they are coming, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bring them in to do what? To expose them in front of the Nigeria judiciary, so they can see that they are the one committing crime, not him. That is why we told you he has no case to answer. He has what? He has no case to answer. But these people that he invited has case to answer. Even though that Nigeria as an evil, as lawless country will not accept the truth. Even then, when they refuse to accept the truth on the international global stage, they will be querying Nigeria. All these things will trigger the sanction and also to revoke the mandate of Nigeria as a member of UN or EU. Very soon, it is happening. Now that they want to put Nigeria a country of concern, people must show concern. People must look at them every time and watch what is going on there. All these things are triggering our own recognition very soon. You don't know the plan until you pay close attention, then you may understand what is going on. Like I told you this morning, can unrecognized country like United States of Biafra conduct election? And why the election is very important under international law. The election is very important under international law, under international communities, because they are watching how we are controlling our affairs and how we are handling them one after the other. I hope you are following. I hope that you are following. After the declaration of independence for unorganized new country, can they conduct election is the question. Let us listen to this. So you will know why the election is very important. You know why you have to encourage people to do what? To go out and vote or vote online. So as the Biafran people who stand under our declaration, under these international laws, under these international communities, the right for us to vote as an unrecognized country that was just declared, that did not have international recognition, or nobody has given us recognition from any country. The right and why we have to do that. The Biafran people who are under the United States of Biafra seriously taking instruction and adhere to the command or the order coming from United States of Biafra government as their own government. So let us see what the international law give us the right, the authority, and how they are also seeing this our election, and also how they're also going to see when we conduct protests. All these are very important because they are all what we need to do what? To become a recognized country or a country that depends independence of their own. All these are very important. So listen to this as we start right now.
Yes, a newly declared country, even one that is unrecognized by other states, generally has the right to hold elections according to the principle of self-determination and the idea that governments should derive their authority from the consent of the governed. Here,
okay, let us play it fully.
The key point.
Then we'll now do explanation.
Self-determination. International law recognizes the right of all peoples to freely determine their political status. Article 1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, for example. Holding elections is a common and fundamental way for a people to exercise this right and establish a government that reflects their will. De facto sovereignty, even without international recognition, which is a political act by other states. A self-declared state that has de facto control over its territory and population often proceeds to establish its own governmental structures, including holding elections, as a way to legitimize its rule internally. Lack of recognition's impact. While the country has the right to hold elections in an internal sense, the lack of international recognition can have significant consequences. The results of the elections may not be recognized or accepted as legitimate by other states or international organizations. The state's international standing and ability to join global bodies, like the UN, will remain hindered until recognition is achieved. It may face economic or political pressure from the parent state or the international community if the elections are seen as a move to permanently separate without a recognized legal basis or negotiation. In summary, they can and often do hold elections to demonstrate internal legitimacy and exercise self-determination, but those elections will likely lack international validation until recognition is granted.
I hope you are listening. Let us play it again like we normally do here.
Yes, a newly declared country, even one that is unrecognized by other states, generally has the right to hold elections according to the principle of self-determination and the idea that governments should derive their authority from the consent of the governed. Here's a breakdown of the key points. Self-determination. International law recognizes the right of all peoples to freely determine their political status. Article 1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, for example. Holding elections is a common and fundamental way for a people to exercise this right and establish a government that reflects their will. De facto sovereignty, even without international recognition, which is a political act by other states. A self-declared state that has de facto control over its territory and population often proceeds to establish its own governmental structures, including holding elections, as a way to legitimize its rule internally. Lack of recognition's impact. While the country has the right to hold elections in an internal sense, the lack of international recognition can have significant consequences. The results of the elections may not be recognized or accepted as legitimate by other states or international organizations. The state's international standing and ability to join global bodies, like the UN, will remain hindered until recognition is achieved. It may face economic or political pressure from the parent state or the international community if the elections are seen as a move to permanently separate without a recognized legal basis or negotiation. In summary, they can and often do hold elections to demonstrate internal legitimacy and exercise self-determination, but those elections will likely lack international validation until recognition is granted.
Thank you. I hope you are paying attention. You are listening. After declaration is not something that these people recognize you. No, it doesn't work like that. That is why they said here, unrecognized country, after declaration, you become an unrecognized country. Then you will make things or you work on the criteria that will grant you the international recognition. And also, there is things that will push this international recognition, because the international recognition we are talking about is also coming derived from pity also. And when they see how things are going on with you, they will now come to do what? Try to help you out, as we are calling on Europe, as we are calling on Asia, as we are calling on all parts of the world to give us recognition, to stop the impunity of one Nigeria, which means death sentence to every indigenous people. The Biafran people have stood up, and we only exercising our rights. The freedom of speech is allowed. The freedom to vote is allowed. I hope you are following this document of the International Covenant of Civil and Political Rights, Article 1. I hope you are following. Why we are bringing for you to know that the election is our right, is the right of the government to ask us to do that, and it's also our right to listen to the government to prove that this is our own government. Thank you so much, Gabriel. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Please like and share as you come. Like what will bring others on this page. Please like and share so they can come and hear what we're presenting. Now we are going to be playing. We pause. We explain to every layman understanding. We move. That is how we do it here. And as we are doing this, please remember that our line is open for phone call. So anytime you feel like you want to call, like I give my number. My number is +9 7 3 6 0 5 1 3 7. For last time, +9 7 3 6 0 5 1 3 7. That is number. You can call only on WhatsApp. That is my number to call. Anytime you feel like, as we are explaining, as we are going on, you have to contribute about the election, or you want to ask questions, please do not hesitate to call and do that.
Yes, a newly declared country, even one that is unrecognized by other states, generally has the right to hold elections according to the principle of self-determination and the idea that governments should derive their authority from the consent of the governed.
Hope you heard that. Yes, a newly declared country, even on that is unorganized by other countries, by other nations, generally has their right to hold election according to the principle of self-determination and the ideal that the government should derive the authority from their consent of their governors. That the duly country like Biafra, like United States of Biafra, that we just made our declaration last year, November 29, 2024, That's why we are unorganized country from other countries, other nations, other states. That's generally that we have our rights. Ka anyị je tụọ vote no oke anyị na o ruru anyị na anyị nwere ohere ya ije wee mee gịnị wee tụọ vote n'iwu na-achịkwa self-determination, iwu nke nchekwa nwere onwe nke ndụ gị, that proves that the government should drive the authority from the consent of guys, from the consent of their people. Now, when our government bring this election out, they consulted us that they want to have election. We all supported, and that is why we are today talking about the election in the Biafra land, in our own country, not in another person's country. It's the right of the government to do that. And it's also true that the people that the government has people that they are governed. That is why we all have to vote to showcase to the world how prepared and how the government has people that they are controlling. They are not just doing on their own. You continue. Here are breakdown of the key points. Listen on the key point of what we are discussing right now.
Here's a breakdown of the key points. Self-determination. International law recognizes the right of all peoples to freely determine their political status. Article 1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. For example, holding elections is a common and fundamental way for a people to exercise this right and establish a government that reflects their will.
You do get something here, Equi TV. I hope this is Equi TV. Am I right? Good morning, my brother. You are welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, Equi TV ask you, my brother asked you please to hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Touch the like. If this is your first time of being coming, you will see a 3 dots in front of your right eyes. Click on that 3 dots. Then it will open. You will see like and share. Please like and share the program. Also subscribe on the Real Biafra TV. Please do that for me. Do that for others to know that we are live so they can come. Because as I send my notification out, when you like, you also send notification out that we are live. So other people will see from your own side and come saying, this is the pure truth that we all must follow. This is it. So, self-determination. International law recognizes the right of all people to freely determine their political status. It's in our hand to decide our political status. Now that we have a new government that are effectively working, they will be there to guide us. They will be there to let us to know what to do at every given time. So whatever the government calls you or tell us what to do, the only what we have to do is to obey and adhere towards that instruction. Are you following? It is the right under international law for people to choose who is their governor, who is their president, and who will govern them. It's the right of people through vote. So it is our right to go and vote. Under what? Self-determination. Article 1 of the International Covenant of Civil and Political Rights. For example, the Article 1 of the International Covenant of Civil and Political Rights give us the right, give the government the right to go and do what? To go and contest, to go and vote, to take over the land, to take over the territory, and also to guide their people. This is what the international law gives us. That's why I told you, what we are doing, what the government is doing, they are doing everything as if they bring this international law, keep it on the table, and they be picking what they're doing from there. That is why there's no mistake. The governments are on the right track, doing what it is needed to be do. The government is on the right track, leading us home. So when they bring those shenanigans on social media, don't mind them. The world calls such people rebel. They call them manner of names. That is why they are not keeping what's supposed to be. So the Biafran people, under this Article 1 of the International Covenant of Civil and Political Rights, say, for example, holding election is a common and fundamental way for a people to exercise their rights, that we have a new country, and we have a new government that are in the charge or affair of that are in charge of affair of the Biafran people. That they are the one is in charge. They said it's a fundamental way for a people to exercise their rights and establish a government that reflecting their will. The people must have a government that reflecting their will. So if they ask you that the government of USB, are they reflecting our will? For me, my answer is yes. I don't know about you. Yes, Jennifer, thank you for this code. You remind us this morning. You can see what Jennifer did as she just come. She said, this is our code. Hashtag Nigeria and the Britain government. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra. This is what I want to be doing every day in every, not only on my platform. This hashtag is making things to go viral. And whenever a white man come and say hashtag, he must pay attention to listen what is going on there. So please continue with the hashtag Finland government and Nigeria, Freeman Simon Ekpa Njoku, the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra. These areas that we all have to channel our strength into, to let the world know that through this coming election, that through this election that we are conducting right now, that there is well-meaning Biafran people and the foreign population, and the people will give money for the election. Sorry. I hope you are following. Self-determination, international law recognize the right of all people to freely determine their political status. Article 1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. For example, holding election is a common and fundamental way for people to exercise their rights and establish a government that are reflective their will. The government of USB is reflecting on our own what? Our own will. They represent us in all means. They want us to understand what it means to having a government that are what? Legit. The government that the legitimacy is top-notch. The government that has right over their people, and the people who listen to the government and the government listen to the people also. That is government we are building. I want you to know. Yes, Finland and Nigeria government, Freeman Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra. Self-determination is not a crime, but a right organized under the UN Charter. Yes, Jennifer, you are right. Thank you so much for that. You are right. Thank you so much. So let us continue. How the election is going to help us now that we are an unorganized country. Let us listen to this.
De facto sovereignty, even without international recognition, which is a political act by other states, a self-declared state that has de facto control over its territory and population often proceeds to establish its own governmental structures, including holding elections, as a way to legitimize its rule internally. Lack of recognition.
Listen here. De facto sovereignty, when a new country is being declared new, the world sees it as what? As a de facto sovereignty. Even without international recognition, which is a political act by other states, all this our international recognition is not in the court. That is one thing you must know. It's out there that we are going to meet countries, executive, and tell them, please Tell them, please, look at what we are passing through. Look at what is happening to us. What are you going to do for us? And look at what we want you to do for us. That we are a country that we have made a declaration as a state that has de facto control. It's also proving that the government is in control. I told you that it also means that the government of United States of Biafra are in control. That is why the election must carry on. That is why when we need a popular population to vote on this vote, that will trigger the topic again of the international community to prove that all government has conducted election in their land, whether they are recognized or not. If they not accept it, it's an eyewitness that the government has effective territory and they have a defined territory that in their homeland. These are why we must adhere to the constitution from the government of the United States of Biafra. Now, a self-declared state that has de facto control over its territory and the population often produce to establish its own government structure. For us to establish our own government structure, that is what you see the government is building right now. Self-declared state that has de facto control to prove that we have the control in our land. To prove that the government is in control in the homeland. That is why you're seeing all this and I'm bringing out to you. Over its territory and the population, that the government is in charge of the territory, despite the territory being disputed by the Nigerian government, also proving that they are the one conducting, giving order for the election. So, in all that is happening, in all this thing going on social media, the election is supposed to carry on. Election by now is supposed to be done to prove that the government are in charge in our territory. Prove that the government has a permanent population of people that made up the new state or the new declared independence country. So that nobody will say we did not. And that is why when we do, we copy and send out. So they will see it as we are saying it with ease. This population of people produced to establish its own governmental structure. When they catches those that are not fighting to divide Nigeria, they pardon them. Even in the sea, they will allow them. That is how these Fulanis full over the north and full over all over Biafra land. They are everywhere. The amount of cattle riara. That's when you see the cattle, burn them alive. Burn all of them alive. They don't deserve to be alive because that is what the Fulanis use to protect our land. Everywhere they are coming in there to come and settle. Until we decided to say was no. So my people, if you are listening to this document or this article that we are reading, you will see that they said what? Including holding election as a way to legitimize its ruling in internal. What? It's look, let me repeat it again. Including holding election as a way to legitimize its rule internal. To legitimize that Nigeria is no longer for you and I. That is why the election is very important. To prove that the government are in the one in charge, giving order in the homeland. I want to understand the importance of this election. It's a challenge between us and Soludo. It is what it is. So, lack of recognition impacts. Now that we're a new country and we lack international recognition, what does it look like? And what impact is it going to contribute in our life? Is the question. Being in one Nigeria. But having this election in Biafra land is also proving the first time you have had free and fair election with nobody coming to harass you. Is it not better? Lack of recognition impact. Why the country has the right to hold election in an internal sense. The lack of international recognition can have significant consequences. No, we don't believe in that. Please, as you come, please like and share the program. Why are you not liking? Or what we're doing is not for you to like the program. If it is your first time coming, I say it for any other platform you will go. If you're a new person there, look at in front of your right eyes and look at what your screen. You will see what? A 3 dot. Click on that 3 dot. It will open. You will see like. You will see share. And you will see forward. So, in everything that we, the people, are out to do, we must accomplish it because the election is an international sense. The lack of international recognition can have significant consequences. We will know that for what is the consequence of anyone who does not have the sense of belonging that the Abraham people has in Nigeria. And whatever we're doing to present to the world that these people are determined. They have become a country, they have presented their vote and let their governors. These are pure legit government and how they run their thing. Everything will be transparent. Nobody will be cheating the other one. So, please, my people, please go out there and vote in a massive. Let us get over 50 million votes from Anambra. So far, it's a special vote for the people. So, when you see people today coming out without knowing what they're supposed to know, how the international law supports the unorganized country, unorganized new state, unorganized new nation that has a right to conduct election, and people on social media making mockery of themselves, claiming that they're social media for over 19 brigade, but they are full on the aspect of what they are doing. So we understand the significant consequences. The lack of international recognition can have significant consequences. Yes, because when we have our international recognition, we said, oh, we don't know about the election, we'll do it again. We are ready. We are able to the consequences and non-consequences of what is going to happen. We, the people, we have taken an oath to swear that nothing will stop all this oath we took, not IPOB oath. Even if I take IPOB oath when I was small. So, do not panic. It's our right to do what we are doing. I would not want this program to be so long, so people that will listen later will understand it. Let us continue.
Recognition's impact. While the country has the right to hold elections in an internal sense, the lack of international recognition can have significant consequences.
Are you hearing it?
The results of the elections may not be recognized or accepted as legitimate by other states or international organizations.
See, the result of the election may not be recognized or accepted as legitimate by other states or international organizations. These are the things that the important is that we as the Biafran people have conducted this election within ourselves. Whether the world likes it or not, we are there. And we are doing the rightful. We are doing the needful that we're supposed to do. So in the interest of what we are doing on our own, that is our right. So nobody has right, whether if they recognize or they do not. We are not stopping from what we are doing. This lack of international recognition, what it can cost us. But the result of the election has already been there. What happened? The result has already been achieved with this international recognition to prove that the government is the one that the Biafran people has an effective government. These are the areas that we must sometimes look at it. And these are the important areas to prove that the government is in charge. that no other election can hold except the one that government is holding, because Biafra has been officially re-declared on November 29, 2024. We are a sovereign state without the organization. There's many countries in the world who are like that. How many do they want me to call? Kosovo is there. He's not a member of UN. He's on his own, using his money, doing everything by himself. That's pure truth. So, we must go all out to vote. Have you voted? What is the problem? What is the difficulty having in voting? Contact us. We will make it to be out for you so you can be able to vote freely as a member of or as an indigenous of United States of Biafra as a new country. These are the things that we all have to do. These are the things that we all have to know first before you start ranting and shout social media. The result of this election may not be, even if the UN, they say we can check some NGO that on their own to come and cover it up and put the social media is part of it. It's a pure truth that we all must go with. So, do not be moved. Do not panic. The government is on the right track. Follow it up with your contribution today. Thank you as we move.
The state's international standing and ability to join global bodies, like the UN, will remain hindered until recognition is achieved.
Yes.
It may face economic or political
We will
pressure
have
from
our
the-
votes. We will be governing ourselves first before going to the corrupt UN, the corrupt EU. The only people I see there is not corrupt is Pan-Africanist, who will stood up and say all the truth the way it is. That is only one I see of myself. I said, yes, these people, they are trying. You know what they are doing. They are fighting really for all the colonial masters to leave our land. So, my people, what else are we waiting for? What, after you have listened to this, what is holding to go and vote? To showcase that the government of USA of Biafra are in charge of including you and I. That is why we must go all out to vote. Everything that we are doing, I told that the government is on the right track. They are getting everything right. We remain hiding until international recognition achieved. Yes. We must remain hiding like the way we are right now. And we're only waiting for what? Working and preaching to make sure that the world understand the importance of why we need this international recognition. That why we need is to that thing that is making you to such a Nigeria. That's what all of you are complaining right now. That Biafra, we put it to an end, it will stop. Biafra is solution to stop what is going on in Nigeria. Take it or you leave it. Take it or you may leave it. We must continue. If may face economic or political pressure from the present state or the international community, if the election are seen as a move to primarily separate without recognizing legal basis or negotiation. I hope there's something that you want to understand here. There are things that when we look at it, we look at it and say, oh, it doesn't matter. They matters. They are very important. Do you know that also our election also will trigger what? International pressure. Election and vote. These two things triggers international pressure. And they are all important. They are all what? All important. No one should be left out. That is what we call inclusive of all or multiple dimension. So, for you that are not, oh my God, for us as the Biafran people, that the Biafran people are in charge and their government is the one leading them. The international political pressure can come through our votes. And also remember that Nigeria might like to kick the against election because they are the president say that I colonize the Biafran people, but we will do everything humanly possible to stand on our ground and do our voting. It will shock them and shock the world because they never know how Biafran people are prepared and how we love this Biafra. If Obatobie will get 50 million when we are not recognized, when we never make our declaration, people were even afraid. Thousands of people have understand that nothing will happen except giving us this mandate of University of Biafra to become town. Now that it has become fully country, that is all we are looking for. In summary,
parent state or the international community if the elections are seen as a move to permanently separate without a recognized legal basis or negotiation. In summary, they cannot often hold elections to demonstrate internal legitimacy and exercise self-determination, but those elections will likely lack international validation until recognition is granted.
You hear this? In summary, they can and often to hold elections to demonstrate internal legitimacy and exercise self-determination. Do you hear what I said? That we can have, that the election is going to solve internal legitimacy and exercise self-determination. Right. That's what we did. So, my people, if you have listened to this, I think it's enough for you to go and vote. If you never, contact me, I will give you the link so you go and vote. It is very important. So, let us continue being strong. Let us continue standing. Let us believe that the government are doing all the possible best to get us into homeland. That is one thing we must know. And it's also now the government have called for you to come and participate, exercise your own right, whether on your phone, whether on the play unit. Anyone happens, try and be there and do the needful. I have to play this before I will go. But remember that, like I said, our line is open. So in case if anyone want to call, you are free to call on number +9733605137. That is the number to call in case if anyone want to call.
Yes, a newly declared country, even one that is unrecognized by other states, generally has the right to hold elections according to the principle of...
Okay, you have a call. I need to go and take my water. Yes, my senior comrade Kevin. Good morning from here.
Mazi, good morning.
Good morning, my senior comrade. I greet you.
How are you doing, sir?
I can see God is at work. We are live and we are sound.
So I saw you in the emergency fundraising. I saw you and I was so much impressed. Even our DPM also was impressed from her answer. It shows she was very, very much impressed. Even though there was another caller call later trying to dispute what you said, and she didn't even listen to it because she knew that you are on the right course.
Yeah.
So I want to appreciate you, Mazi.
Thank you so much.
And talking about the election or the voting process.
Yeah.
I so much appreciate our DPM because they make things very easy and simple.
Honestly.
Voting process is very, very simple. Anybody that says he doesn't know how to do it, once you are being taught how to, in fact, even if they don't show you, once you go there, click the link, it will just take you to you don't do it. It's just very simple. My one student can equally do it.
Yes, yeah.
So I have done my own voting also.
Thank you so much.
Because that is our own right.
Yes.
That is our the way of showing that our government is legitimate.
Exactly.
Those who are kicking against the vote, if you are kicking against the vote, and eventually you allow the Zoo government to come and vote in our land, then what are we saying? It means we are making our government illegitimate.
That is those who do not believe in the declaration. That's how you know them.
Yes, yes, those who don't believe in the declaration, they kick against it. For example, last time I was in Mark Chuck's Survivors program last time, they were kicking against the election. Even those who believe that they were supposed to know. They were supposed to know, they were kicking against it, not trying to even. In fact, many people believe that they know it all. No wonder they say if you want to hide something from a black man, especially an Igbo man, you hide it in the papers.
Honestly.
Because we can go to school all we can, but to make research is zero. We don't make research, and we don't get to make research. But we believe we know it all. That is why I want to appreciate you, Mazi, because what you are doing, combining with, because here in Europe, it is not easy combining your work with your family life. Talk less of now going to extra mile making research.
Honestly.
And we have to give kudos to our DPM. That woman is wonderful.
Honestly, excellent.
How is she managing with 3 hospitals? How is she managing with her family, with her children and grandchildren? And now coupled with the leadership of this movement, of this new country, because we're no longer a movement, we are now a country.
Yeah.
How is she coping with all this? Meeting here, meeting there, here and there. We need to appreciate her also because she's really trying. In other words, the haters of Biafra, those who say they believe in Biafra, but their action speaks otherwise. They should watch and see how things are being run. Because gradually, as Albert Ode said, we are going to sleep in the zoo and wake up in Biafra. It is going to happen, and it is happening in their own very eyes, and they did not know that we are already in Biafra. It only remains for us to make this final push to what our government needs from us. They are doing their own part. What they need from us is to do our own part.
Exactly.
What is that part? For us to go and vote. Our vote is simply telling them that we support them. Our vote is simply telling the world that yes, we now have a government, that we don't recognize the Nigerian government. Our vote is simply making them to understand that we have opted out and that we are already out. Yes. But without that vote, we are equally telling the entire world that no, that we don't support our government.
And that we are not ready.
You now say? How can you now say that you? Hello?
No, go on.
How can you now say that you want freedom, and you are opposing those who are giving you this freedom, and you come out and say you want freedom? It does not work like that. You can either be with us or you are against us. The Bible says, "He who does not gather with us scatters." So they should come out clean, just like Adade Ranjo has come out clean. Make us to understand that anybody who comes to fight for this Biafra, apart from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Albert Obieh, that she's going to destroy whatever they are doing, and we are seeing it playing. That was her own. They play in a show. She's showing it to all that yes, she is against this freedom, that she does not want it. But there are those who still hide under, believing that we are let us move, let us. And when you are pushing forward, they are taking you backwards, kicking against what we are doing, demoralizing the people. That is not what we want. Our people must rise up. We must learn to understand. If you know what you want, go for what you want. Our government, they are doing their own part. The little they want from us, the little we can do for them is making our own little contribution any way we can, and making our, when they say go, when they say we should vote, we will go and vote. When they say we should stay at home, we stay at home, because our government, what they want is to safeguard our life also. They have not called us to go and protest in Nigeria. No. Yeah. They said that the best way for us to protest in Nigeria is stay at home. When they tell us to stay at home, let us stay at home. When they say we should vote, we should let us vote. That's all. And we leave the rest to them. If at the end of the day they did not deliver, then we now hold them accountable. But in this moment, they are holding us accountable because we are the ones who are supposed to do what we're supposed to do. We should not listen to all those charlatans. those who come to talk, to rant and rant and rant, and it should have been done like this. When you give them the privilege to do it, they do nothing. And most of them, when they were in the cabinet, you see no contribution. The little one you ask them to do in the media, you see when they control the media, maybe there's fundraising, you just give it to them to control. You see how everything is like a chaos, very slow. No one is doing anything. But when you remove them now for somebody who can do it, they begin to kick against it. Those are career agitators. Those who want to, what am I going to gain? No. The era has come for the professionals to do the job. Let us allow the professionals, because they are at the helm of affairs, and our own is to obey them. Thank you, Maduchino. I want to appreciate you once more for the good work you are doing. Indeed, it is not easy to educate our people, but I believe our people, they are waking up. They are waking up, and we are on the right track. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Maz, thank you so much. I appreciate your coming this morning. That is a wonderful suggestion. And that is a wonderful submission from you. You're always on point. Thank you so much, my senior comrade. I appreciate you so much. Biafrans has listened to what you said. We don't have time for anybody who is hiding. Come out fully and showcase who you are. Let us trash you out and you walk away from what we are doing. We, the people of Biafra, we have understand what we have to do, and we are doing just it the way it stands and the way we're supposed to do it. Nobody will do it for except we. We are going to do it by ourselves. So let us understand the vote is a right time for a new unrecognized country like United States of Biafra. It doesn't matter how many years you're in social media. Are we all are not flowing as the Master comes out and bring new dimension to us and the social media? I want to tell you one thing. Anybody who left this government today and deviate, they are like DOS that when Mazen and Khan was, they told that they're underground. If they happen to join the DOS and the media team, they will also do that in Isike and Guru Agu, all China them they are doing. That is what they are going to do. If Ugo 247, if Ugo 247 was among the social media, other Mazen and the Kano, all of them will be at the same page this time around. Is he true survivor? He has proved he's a devil incarnate. He's a green snake. You see how many years you are in social does not matter. What matters is what you are bringing out. Are you not the one about Obie was bringing documents and reading to us? When he was researching and bringing histories and teaching us. What is that you are doing? Is the question that you have to ask yourself. Yes, the vote government says that anywhere you are now, you will vote. You will between the 3 states that they have in old Anambra, comprised of Ikemba, or Dimegu, or Mambala. You will choose one and vote. Only one. You will not, because if you vote for once, you will not vote again. I have tried it. After doing my vote, I tried to let me know if you can vote for people of Ikemba, they say you have voted. If you to Omambla, you have voted. You can't vote again. This is the kind of country that we are building for. But I want to understand, it is the right time to conduct the election. Don't mind those people who know nothing. They claim they know. That's why I said the Biafra that we are looking is no longer the way we reason, the way we are reasoning. Wanda, good morning from here.
Good morning.
My sister.
Share, press the button, share. You know, I'm not why their friends. No, I'm not going to phone. I said, what? Also, one quick now. If is a good teaching. Onwe bunu ga Biafra TV. Kono like ya no, kono na like, kono cheko na ga viral. Nwanne ndị a na-ada ụtọ ga na-agụ na so ihe a na-ekwu bụ eziokwu. So ihe international tupu na-ekwuru bụ ihe ndị a gọọmenti na-eso. Ọkwa ya ka anyị ga-eji wee na-adọta ụmụnne biko ụmụnne m like ya nụ share and onwe dot 3 mgbe you ga-force like share and subscribe. Ọ dịrị anyị niile na mma. Ụtụtụ ọma unu na ụtụtụ ọma taa ya dịrị anyị na mma ezinụlọ anyị niile ihe anyị ya kụ anyị ụmụ nwaanyị ga-eri afọ akọ ha n'ukwu nke anyị ezigbo nwanne m Chinọ ofe nwa ka nwa ji eje mba nna nọ ọ bụrụ ndị nna ka na-anọ ịnwa nwụrụ n'ọbụla mba. Nke a bụ na ọsọ na-achụ gị ịgbapụta ị na-agba ọsọ ịgbata na Chinọ aka na-eme kenebe na ọ dịghị izi. Nna m ana m ekele gị ọ dịghị izi. Onye ọ dị izi ya tinye n'isi ọkpọlụ obodo ọkpọlụ onye arụcha ahụ nye nke a enwe mmike aba na tụtụ ahụ kurichie m mbata jos onye nubedi o wee buzie ọnọ brik ọ na research ọgbasa ọ na research ọgbasagodo ọrụ ọbata ọnọdụ ọsụkọ nọ ụwa na kọ ya tata oche ahụ ọ nọ ifilo ọkwa na tizere awas ọkwa ụta ka o si eme ka ekene be ya na ọ dịghị izi. Ezigbo nwanne daalụ nna m.
Ọ na-enye anyị dị strength ihe na ọ fụrụ obi anyị mara ihe anyị na-arụ ya so nyekwana anyị ihe anyị ga-eji wee nye aka ka ihe a na-aga
anyị ekenego m Chukwu abịa ma biko ọzọ kene n'ụwa nka kene Chukwu okike kene. Nke ọzọkwa bụ ịfụ ị na-arụ ọrụ kene ya biko nkene a ka anyị ji agba agha ka anyị ji agba onwe ume ka anyị ji agba onwe anyị ume onwe ya na-akwụ ụgwọ ihe na-eme na book na history of God isi ike nwanne m ọkwụnọpụ ihe n'uche ọ bụ na ọ bụ onye kwudebe n'ịma na ndị alụ na-aga hazie bụ gọọmenti anyị ga-epụkwa onwe anyị bikos na elekshọn a ọkwụnụfụ ka obodo oyibo si adị ịtụ elekshọn afọ gị dị na n'ịtụ elekshọn ịma na onwe ndị na-abịa na-asị ofu Biafra ha Biafra obodo nọ ndị amụ ihe a na-ekwu ọtụtụ ihe na-eme ha and ignorance anwa ka a ga-eji wee lose their own right na their Biafra land na ọbụna nsụpụlada yes obodo oyibo ebe pụta n'obodo ana ya ụta
Hold on, let me find something back. Yeah, on na-eme cracking, onye menjikọ ọtụkpọchi ga-azụ ozugbo. Ọ na-eme cracking.
Okay, nna m daalụ.
Now it's coming out, yeah, now it's very clear.
Okay. Ndị a na-asị obodo oyibo ka a na-eme Biafra, obodo oyibo. Ota ka a ga-esi wee lụzuche ihe a suppose nweta na anyị nna ha na ọ bụ na anyị nata. Because na ndị a nọ na America, ndị a nọ na Dublin, ndị nọ na obodo niile dị iche n'iche bụ na ha na obodo na-emegide anyị ewesi n'ime ya wepụta abadozi obodo ha. Ota ka asị wee mee ma ndị Indian ota ka asị wee mee
Bangladesh ha bidoro na America na UK.
Ota ka asị wee mee onwe ụtọ ọzọ asị wee mee na ọ bụ otu a. Ihe nji agwakwa n'okwu a bụ na mgbe onye esi eti onye betakwara m akwa because mgbe m ga na-eme enjoy na n'obodo nna m esi yes onwe ụtọ ọzọ asị mee because na otu ndị Amerịka si wee debe ebe ha because na mma nje obodo nọ UK wee maatụ because na ndị UK bụ ndị na-akọ nka ndị mmadụ wee obodo na-anaghịcha obodo but America ka m ga-eji wee maatụ because na America pụta na inside Britain. America nọ bụ America ụnụ na-anụ America ndị na-achị ya before bụ obodo bụ Eliza. Otu ha si achị anyị that time anyị nọ na Nigeria pụta na ya pụtago. Otu ka America si wee mee nke ha onwe otu ọzọ ha si wee mee onwe majik wee mee otu a. So nwanne m ụnụ aga na-asịkwa ụnụ aga na-asị ịma tamosin ụnụ na-asị ịma na-ada atụ na-asị biko otu a ya n'obodo oyibo na-agbawacha ọnụ ama no gọọmenti ya nọ n'obodo oyibo gọọmenti ya nọ n'obodo oyibo n'ọdụkwa n'ụlọ but no the last pushing ka anyị na-epushu so that ka anyị secure 40 state of Biafra land ha ka anyị batazie ka obodo kwunu matazie ihe a na-akpọ Biafra kwunu matazie ihe na the gain dị n'ime ihe a anyị na-akụwalisirisi for many years. Ụmụnne m esokwa na ndị na-edeceive unu na-asị kwuche election aga nọ n'obodo oyibo na-eme election. No, anyị nọ n'obodo oyibo nọ na homeland. Election ga-aga n'ebe niile but ihe election ga-adị wee gaa bụka otu akọsipụdị n'obodo oyibo. Ụmụnne m ọ tuto na ya anatabeghịzi anyị ka anatacha ofu ihe na-eme isi imi n'ime ihe ịtọ ga-agụrụ ọnụ otu akọsipụdị ebe ọbụla n'obodo oyibo. Ofu bụ ị ga-anọ na online iwere fonu gị wee tụọ vootu ọgụ na ịnọ n'ụlọ ọrụ ebe ọ bụ na ịnọ ị na-agagoro n'ụzọ ịtụọ vootu. Nke abụọ bụ na ị ga-aga na voting place like school ebe a na-eji school as a part of school or church. Ị ga there ị ga were anọ na-egbu oge ịbata ha na afa gị enye na afa gị n'akwụkwọ enye gị bairo na ị ga-eji wee meri vote itike na etinye na the bus ị na-anara onwe gị. Nke na-asị na ọ na-eme isizi bụ nke bụ na anyị natazie n'obodo anyị ka nke anwa ga na-awa ọkụzi 100%. Nke bụ na ha ga-enye gị option iwe chuzule nke like other voting online or a guy there or a post gị post n'ime ya own house. Ịtọpezie ya ijọsụ gụọ ihe dị onye ga-evoturu itiki ya na ya imechie ya ijegasị ya na leta bọs ọkwụrụ na anị ya
Yes.
and ka ị na-eme voting ka afa gị na-adị na yes na you have voted and ndị ga-aga ga-atụkwa afa gị and afa gị ga-adị forever adịrịke votu obodo a nọ onwe penalty onwe ihe votu na-anwa ga-anapụcha gị na ọ bụ na ha nene na dịadisi na ị na ha evotu yes onwe ndị ihe ọ ga-anapụcha onye anwa biko na votu na-anwa na-adị mma ije votu nke anyị ahụ na Nigeria and now anyị na-achọ vote. This is the first voting apart from na vote nke anyị wee si Nigeria na achọghịzi nọ with Nigeria the whole world afia you know and nke a na bụ nke bụ na anyị ga-agwa ndị international na anyị adịgo capable ichi obodo anyị ya this voting and o ya adịkwa na international record. I see the first voting of governorship na-ekwe ndị tụyani how many tụyani because ihe anọzi na bụ international na the whole world is na fair and ọma dịka nke ndị Nigeria because Nigeria bụ wayo
Exactly.
and the vote now iji helpu onwe gị too because na ị na-agwa ndị international n'ịchọzi nọ n'aka ndị Nigeria anymore ịrịka atụ vote na ị ka na-agwa ndị international the whole world that na ị chọghị ịpụta n'aka ndị Nigeria na Nigeria dị gị mma n'arụ ị na-erite ihe n'aka ndị Nigeria anụrụ ụmụ gị gụchaa akwụkwọ na ha na-enweta ọrụ n'aka ndị Nigeria ana gị bụ ndị nne ndị na ụmụ nwanne m na-arịa BP na diabetes yes na ọrịa dị iche n'iche n'ụlọ achọghị ịpụta n'aka ndị Nigeria merika tupu and ị na-agwa ndị international n'ụzọ ebe si aga ụnụ si aga akwụkwọ ụnụ si aga ugbo ụnụ si aga everywhere na ndị Nigeria na-edozigolo ụnụ everything n'ọdịzi ka Abuja ka m nwere izie ka yara asị n'obodo oyibo ọnụ ụzọ ha dịzi ka Kano steeti anụ na-achọzi pụtani ọkụ ihe votu emini ka nkọwalụ na ihe votu emini ihe votu emini bụ na ọ ga-enye anyị one because na onye dị ndụ enweghị ego a ga-arụrụ oge hospital ịdị ndụ ị na-eteki medication ịsọpụzi tekiri ụmụ nwanne anyị ndị a nọ n'ụzọ na-apụsị ara na-awụ ala amanọzi n'ụzọ enimo arụ ebe a ga na-anọ na-enye tritment nwa ụlọ jechezie skuul nke abụọzi kwụjika kwụba ụgwọ akwụkwọ that no more ụgwọ akwụkwọ gọọmenti ga na-akwụziri ụmụ ụlọ ụgwọ akwụkwọ ọkwụnụ na anị ya ọkụ ihe dis voting na mean o and agụchakwụdị agụcha amaghị biro everything ga na-adị n'ụlọ akwụkwọ ọ gọọmenti ga na-provide everything from ọtakala to secondary school onye achọzi ịgazi university ọkwa gọọmenti ga-enyekwa loan ga-akwụkwala ya ụgwọ ọ ga-ejiwe gadat university ọkwe na afụ ya ọkwa dịzi ime votu ka ọ dị ime votu ka na nwaanyị mụchaa nwa n'ụlọ ọgwụ obula akpa ya na-ana ya na nwa ya and enene nwa ya arụ na ahụ dịkwa datụ nwa meritis anyị na-erite n'obodo ebe ka na agwa ọ ya bụ ime votu a gọvanọship votu a achịtụrụ na ka ịfụkwa onye na-arafu gị na-asị gị na hapụ ha gọvanọship gịnị nke onye a na-edufu gị edufu esokwa na onye anwa nọ ịmụ ihe ndị a ngụbacha anya chi ga-abụ ọjọọ ka m gwa ya nkenke a na-egbo na m ya nkenke unu esozi na ebe unu ga na-negative zisi ọkụfụ ndị a ka m gwa gị ụmụ onye gị na-aga anọ otu a na-asị hapụ ndị a ime ọrụ onye ahụ abago n'ụlọ be ya ka atụ votu nke ya otu ka na-edufu gị ka ọ chọọ ka ọ bụ na anyị na gọọmenti bata na Biafra land ihe ga-ege eniche ọkụfu ya wickedness. Ụmụnne m afọ m bụ Ngozi Chukwuka atụara na my vote the first day ka ntụ votu mụ na ụmụ m akụwala m ha ihe a anyị na-agabiga na ha ama ya asị m nke na-echọrọ ịtụ the vote onwe ka isi wee nata na be nna gị ọtọchị n'obodo ebukasị na dị na be anyị nke agbasazere gị nwee mmemme nke ji wee bụ nne olu m na-aga ego m na-aga votu m na-aga onwe nke gala akị site na ha Chukwu Okike Abịama ụmụ nwanne m adị votu n'ụlọ oche votu ni ihe ọzọ ọ ga-emeli anyị bụ ọ ga-ewepụta our prezidenti Nnamdi Okwu Kanu obumnobi ka dis gọọmenti USB na-eme obumnobi ka our Dr. Ngozi Ohabeze our DPM obumnobi our PM bụ Simon Ekpa bụ ihe a na ha na-eme ọ ga-ewepụtacha ya ana ụlọ gere ntị otu nwanne anyị a na-ekwu okwu na-agbasa ozi ọma bụ Biafra TV Chino jụ ajụjụ and contribution ya ụlọfu ihe awa DPM and ọ dịka a na-ajụ ya a na-asị ya ịnọ na inside gọọmenti gịnị ka iji wee mata na everything gọọmenti na-eme bụ ihe na-eso bụ ihe na-ewepụta of course of this researching anọnwe mgbọsị mkpọ call ọ dịka iwe ọ na-ewe m nne dị call ọ dịka iwe ọ na-ewekwu ya anyị emecha anyị afụ mfe ebe ọ na-aga yara taa anya bikos na onye ọbụla iwe na-ewe onye ọbụla bikos na ihe a na-eme kịta na bụ na our president ka nọ n'aka ndị ohi enwa iwe na-ewe onye ọbụla ebe onye ọbụla ga-esi wee na ka anyị na-achọ and if ka o mechie our DPM adị happy ndị niile all the cabinet iwu Pharmacy Diana ha ka dị happy mụnwakwa na-egekwa ege ndị happy ama maka gị nwa because mụnwa onwe nka mma adị m happy si yes Chino yes ete ka nsekwu na my room because ka m gwazie nke a na unu ga-amazi na our government anọdị na the right channel.
Yes.
Ọnụ ga na-eso ada dị ọra njọ bụ na ọmaghị anything. O nwere nke ọzọ nchọ ikwuni ụmụ nwanne m ọkwefu ụwa unu ekwere ka mmadụ dufu unu this Chuk survivor onye a bụ oke ga na-ata gị na-afụ gị ọnụ ibinitezie iwe fụchata na oke nwa tacha what that man ọ bụ ihe ngozi anyị ka na-echekwa ha ka wepụta secret ngozi ha jiri our DPN anyị ka na-echekwa ha anyị agụnyegokwa anyị ebe anyị gụnya ugbo because amụọ m ka ndị ya si na ha bụ the oldest people si na ha agụ akwụkwọ abi mụnwa na-ego ha akwụkwọ mụnwa kazi ha mma ịbịara na anọ na ya platform ịbịara na-receive ụmụ Biafra Chuk survivor anyị ga-akwụkwa gị gwogwo anyị ga-akụ gị dụọ gị dasa because na amụọ m ihe iji wepụta na gọọmenti ọkụzi gọọmenti ụlọ ka nwada kadakwu this gọọmenti abụọ for illiteracy people ọ ndị ji akwụkwọ adịjụgodo akwụkwọ ị na-agbọta asịrị n'ime gọọmenti a ha na-drọpụ gị ị na-eme kurukere because ọ ndị ji akwụkwọ ha nọ n'isi a na-eme kurukere a na-ewepụ information to people Ghana na-ele anyị ha na-atịsi eme ya and have investigation ha na-drọpụ gị many things may have to drop in the mud. And according to international, China go na ya, more na obu ana the mud 100 na wete
a new country. Are they mad 100 and what?
Yeah, only 10 people. How many can America do we think?
Bangladesh be through with the only mother train in America, mother sees in UK. Only.
Oh, one name. Could you let me zuzu? When I have to now, no, you're not na government. When I say, why had you work with? How was the one wise for once? Monday got concept. Monday the guy who come one hour research journal. They get into neighbors who cool now water. Look at this low poison man. He had the good and Miri Mara. Just survive and get now. My brother, I'm sorry, me, you're this one is you.
No, Mama Broken before me, Henry Cool, not true survivor, bo, we have now a green snake under green grass. No, yeah, cob. So, green. Anybody around to this government, why my question, Obo, getting emoji, government here, Obo, or naturally, in your lifetime inheritance, you know. China government here about 2 hours now. Cameroon president Shebram watching you were marrying Kemba 1983. Can right now? Build. We are not going to build that. Even in Biafra constitution, and now mandable for your share 8 years. What is possible? So we go 247 and choose survivor. How our government here? Oh, this is our we have everlasting inherited property. All of you thunder. Do you want to pass you see? I like killing on social media. The man that did get it.
I don't know, but even when you walk, and I'm an uncle, because when they have to do a rural. How they on one they and then I don't know. Oh, no,
Yes, no.
Oh, my God. Oh, can't rule the Budo. I don't think I can see what at that land.
No.
Oh, yes, build up some foundation. They can know the house. What I call no brave. Oh, boy, you're the Kinia got queer. What I call no brave. Oh, boy, you're not saying no. How would you from the foundation? How when there's our foundation? How what are they well? Oh, when there's a Bugo. All of them are taking, when this specially for this. Una gather for this. For your kuzo sisi na bamba ota kase me bundia. Ota kosi dine benine. Kiri kankai geju we preach. Owen he jugu no foundation. And the all get you open he makes you up. Ndia makes you up. To be honest. Ndia kojo this government. How drop go how ma yes. Na oge agana lekwo oge nka ị nọ na oge nke adọkwa omendawa agana lekwo oge nka ị nọ na ndị nọzi na bụ ndị for now
nwada sorry to jet ikwutokwu obere sorry nwada onwe ofu okwu na dị people agota ya see where we are now is no longer the way we reason the way we want. We must reason what international want us to reason so we can be able to get our international recognition.
100%.
Nigeria had their recognition. Africa had their recognition. Only international community, America had their recognition. And we must act like them. We must fulfill all the international recognition. That's when you West sometimes. No one in heaven last year. I can right now that we must change. We must change from what we are doing. Now we must change to the level of the government. Anyway, difference. It's only when you research go deep. What an anyway difference between here structure, here IPOB, here bridge, and the fallback. The difference of our sense and interest are fine in DJ. No to are fine right now. I made the official declaration. And I have a sovereign state, number one. The number two. I cannot article like the international community had an expect from us. And once we start reasoning that way, we put this our local reasoning inside us, we get what we want. Our reasoning must change We should stop the way we were reaching before, and we should stop some certain things I am on our platform. Can we help the government? Because now the media is a stronghold where the government advocates for the government for the international opinion and options to come in for them to seek international recognition. That is why watch me. I am from different opinion. I am from different opinion altogether. Now that we are a country, we must act like a country. We must talk like people in the country. We must behave according to they call it all existing protocol, and the all existing protocol lies on the international global community, not in Africa, not even in our own common sense. Now we don't need our common sense anymore. We need professional sense to go and get one thing that remain. What is that thing? International recognition is only one thing remain. You must act like international before they will give you, because nobody is no people, or they call the Oba, or they call the Azoro, or the Ezioku. So we must change. So don't mind these gullibles. Had you now be in them by 1960 and I can imagine. No, the game has changed. If you refuse to adhere to the level of the nobody is not a of 4 pota, a change you then a bambo came with 2 quages away of 4. In your lose my comment. A change go. Oh, we had Najo mother say, Wanda, Obruna, enwe internal war anyị na-agba in your platform ka ihe get preach. Do you understand me right now? Ihe a question. Mmadụ jụrụ m ya be a white man. Alan Smith sị na okay, la he check na eme eji wee dere m na comment section na anya ha dịare dịbụ. Ọ sị na anyị kenye attention ihe gbasara personal problem anyị karịa nke nye ihe ahụ anyị na-achọ. No ike ji wee sị na anya dịare dị. The onwe ji ka ihe omin o wee sị m na ha nwa bụ ndị dere UN chat and all these things ha dịchara wee kwuo na when a new country is being declared na ha ga-enwe rebel. Na ndị anwa ji dokumenti na channel for international recognition bụ ndị the world na-elekwasị anya na ha na-afụ ihe a ndị ọzọ na-eme na channel a na-eje aka ọkụ anyị na-eje agba onwe tako n'ọkpa onye ka ibia onye nke aka ibia onye nweta program ọ bụrụ na program nwanne ya ka ọ na-eme analyze na ha adịghị ihe ndị ha eleje anya abụ ka anyị si break their law n'ọkwa na ya mere ya ji wee dere comment na comment section ma sọtiara s ya wee reply ya na ya afụ na my platform is from a different opinion na m na-eme ha nwa bụ ndị dere iwu ehi ihere na ha manya asịmasị Nnamdi Kanu na ha manya Simon Ekpa na ndị a from different planets, and ọ bụ na anyị fail maintain from ebe ha stọpụrụ na anyị na-eset onwe anyị back. Onye na-akọ ebe lecture na dịka sa na-ewu ụfọdụ ihe anyị na-eme. Also yes, you can talk about internal affair, give it 1 hour or 2 hours, don't give it 5 hours or 3 hours or 1 hour and small time iji wee kwuo, move ahead, focus na ekwu na eme na Nigeria na-eweta picture of the killings ga-eme ka sanction na Nigeria, revoke Nigeria territorial integrity, then Biafra people take their position. So we must change. We must.
Yes.
We go 247 la to survivor. Gịnị ka ha na-akọ? Go and verify and check very well. Ka ma ihe na-eme. Ọ bụrụ ndị banks na overtake the allow. Ọ bụrụ ebe ụzọ bido ịgbọs na gbọrọs ahụ n'isi. And the more we na-eme ihe buru n'obi na enwe ndị ga-adapụ. O nwere mgbe m na-ekwu bịa na platform Maazị Humble Lion na-ekwu na a lot of people are going out, but people are going to see go out more. Ọ kwena na mgbe m na-ekwu ya. Mana ịmana anaghị m n'ime gọọmenti wee na-ekwu ya, but I say my word how the spirit of Biafra lead me. Ọ ka nzekwu my own. Ihe ahụ m dụrụ DPM ma wee sị m yes na kedu ka m si na-ekwu protest a na-ekwu ọ sị m kedu ka m si wee mara ihe a na-akpa ma ọ na-eme gọọmenti si anakwa eme gọọmenti o, but this is what my spirit and my teaching or research na-egosi m na ihe ndị ka anyị kwesịrị ịdị na-eme. Ọ sị m I should not worry na ha nọ into it already. Mgbe ahụ ọ gwara m datin ọ dị m ka onye were mmiri etosa n'isi arụ ajụọ m oyi. Because na afụgo ihe protest ahụ mere ndị mmadụ afụgo 5 country bụ na protest ha ji wanted their own recognition, and this election anyị na-ekwu okwu ya, election gears to release of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, election gears to release of Maazị Simon Ekpa, election gears to our international recognition once it is peacefully, and the government ga-eji ime body channels ndị ga-abụghọ government channel of America or all this world invite ha bịa carry the news na ndị election see how peaceful it is. And all these things trigger international pressure for them to seek international recognition. That is why we must adhere to the right thing to do right now, because remember I want us to know na only one thing ka anyị na-achọ gịnị international recognition. Okwu agwụkwala okwu ọzọ front So we must maintain the standard of international law. We are delaying ourselves. We should stop delaying ourselves also. So go on, my sister. Thank you so much. Go on.
My brother, nke ọzọ bụ ịma na ndị be anyị onye ọbụla dị iche iche. One thing is that na mụnwa supposing na agbagwoghị ite well like you know, sometimes the thing na-ewecha m iwe, but I thank God for the little one m na-eme.
Yes.
So na-eme, but ọ bụ na ndị ọzọ, because na onwe onye ga-agwa na onye ịgwa onye na ọsị ọgịwa mepere ya platform ya, ọgịwa ga-agwa ihe ọ ga-ekwu, ọgịwa, but ọ bụ na ndị be anyị niile ga-abịa mekọ meeting ya anyway, onwe na ha sị na ha bụ independent. Yes, onye ọbụla bụ independent, onwe na onye nọ onye nwe onye ndị gọọmenti na-akwụ ụgwọ. So emekọ meeting anyị ama ka anyị ga-esi wee otu anyị si wee kwue, you know, because na nke ha mbụ etuzie na nke ya.
Yeah.
That sometimes ọ pụtara mmụọzi ndị ọzọzi, you understand?
Yeah.
Anyị ama ka anyị ga-esi wee wee na-echebeti na because ọ na-adị mma ihe anyị na-achọ na ọ dị ọkụ na ka anyị chọta anya ka anyị naba. Anyị ma ka anyị ga-esi wee resolve everything. Yes. So ọ ka dị mma because na ịbịaga na-akọ maka akụkọ ofu onye a na-akọ, you know. So ndị international system na and ngakwa ọrụ maybe nga ọrụ Monday or Monday. So Tuesday barrister mụ na nọ. So nne nwe opportunity otu mgbaje je ga-ajụ anya about things. So m ga-ajụkwa anya that one too on Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, on Monday. So because no na-adị mma, that's why m ji onwe mụwa bụ Ngozi. Enweghị m any double-minded n'ebe this government nọ right from time. Enweghị m any bitterness, enweghị m anything because na ana m enwe onye na-enye m the details.
Yes.
Because the man na-enye m ya bụ ndị a bụ otu wee weta nke ha, you know. So anụ nwanne anyị biko unu ka anyị ọbụgodu na ịchịkwu okwu maka ndị a lelele ndị a selugo themselves, biko ka anyị na-ekwugbu ya na nkenke so that ka anyị na-enweta pictures bụ anyị na-agọsị ka the whole world na-afụ ya. And nke ọzọ bụ nwanne anyị nọ na obodo the Biafra state, please don't say it's happening in Igbo Biafra. No, don't say that it's not happening in our place. It may happen to your place tomorrow, which we are not praying that, you know. That's why we are in overseas doing the one we can do, you know. We are funding it. Mostly it's we that are funding it. Please, anywhere you know that is happening and you are there, don't use your local language to speak.
Exactly.
So tell us what is going on. No, use English. Even though you don't use nice English, use broken. You can use broken, you know. In that broken, yes, there is one people that hear broken more than you. They will even get what you're saying. If they cannot get all, they can pick what you're saying inside that broken than your local language. You know that our Prime Minister said it. We should not use our dialect first. Use English or broken English. Talk and send it to a proper authority. Because these things, we are using it against Nigeria tomorrow. We are using it to let Nigerians. You see, this thing that is happening to our Igbo Biafrans, they are documented. Even Obodo, this Benue people, Adamawa or the rest people is documented. Because before, not that it's not documented, because we are only do our president in the Kano. He documented everything. Because of we are not yet, because we are in organization. If our president in the Kano went to EU or went to any, after that submitted, they will tear it, they will rip it up, they will put it in their bin. But now, because of we are in a country, you know, and a country, any place that we want to submit, that can never and never, because it's in their international law, they will look over those pictures. Please, my brothers and sisters, for the sake of their friends, anything that is going on, use English or use broken English and record it very well and hide yourself when you are recording it, when you are filming it. Hide yourself. Hide yourself. Please. I beg you people. We are going home very soon. We are going home. Good news are coming. Good news are coming.
Yes.
Very soon, that good news will break. The whole internet, the whole world will hear it. And you see how our sister Ugochi, she didn't hide it. She said, I'm still in Finland. See the message of our Prime Minister. Before some people come and tell it's a lie. Ugochi, she's there. She's a sister, that reverend sister. Because people don't know her very well. If people want to, who's Ugochi? A reverend sister, that reverend sister, our reverend sister. She's still there, you know. And there is a message, because our people say positive to hear everything. There's a message that belongs to government. That was for government. The message belongs to us for public consumption. He has said it us. You see that our Prime Minister is with us. Don't mind those Udene people. Don't mind those people that fall into the riverside. He's talking nonsense. Please, let us fund this government. With this government, our president will come out. Don't listen to DOS. DOS is nothing. They are not hungry and fear of our president in the Canonian doing. No, it's this government. Please and please, I beg you people, may Chukwokika Biama guide us and protect us.
Mother, thank you so much. Thank you. You always on point. You always on point. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Biafrans have heard you clearly. You have heard all she said. Even using a country where she is and told you the kind of life you will use this only election to know what government is going to bring for you. Only this election. Stay in your room, do your voting. Nobody will come and challenge you. Once it has voted, enter the machine. It's there. Yes, so Ijela Nwai, good morning from here.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, my dear brother.
You're welcome.
How was your night?
Very good, very good.
Our night is always before.
Now all morning, but here about 11 morning, cannot hear now.
Oh, yeah. 2 hours ahead of us, it's true, he told me.
Yes.
Okay, so, dear friends, I agree to salute. Mazichino, thank you so much for still lecturing us about this election. It is a very important task that all Biafrans, all Biafrans, every of us that is clamoring for our freedom, all of us have to partake in this voting. It is our right, our fundamental civil right.
Yes, so
it is our right that we, all of you, everybody, must partake in this right. Let it be the first time you voted. You see, the first time you exercise your civil right by voting.
Without fighting, without fighting.
Yes, honestly, let us show the world, especially the zoo, Nigeria, how voting is being done. This thing, I'm not going, honestly, I pay for this voting. It might be that single act that all of us have to do that will bring this international recognition we are talking about.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because this vote and the protest are the most two powerful to get international recognition. The vote, the protests are most too powerful.
You see. So we will not leave any stone unturned.
Yeah.
We must do everything. Thank goodness that the government, their eyes are on the ball. And they are doing everything the international law says. We thank God that they are on the right track and they are doing everything. None is left. Everything. This voting is what will open all your eyes, honestly, to know that our government actually is following the rules and regulations of international law. By people, you see this voting, let no one deceive you anymore. Let no one swear. Thank goodness it's not even like Nigeria voting. You can see people have already started voting.
I have voted.
You don't even. You can be in your toilet. You can be anywhere. Just few minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, depending on how speed or how conversant you are with your internet.
Internet, yeah.
You know. So, let us make it happen. Mazi Chino, thank you so much. I just woke up and I saw your this thing and I thought let me call and talk about this voting. And I know it's about voting you're talking about again today.
Yes. Because we must continue because of the evil ones among us who deviated has started carrying their propaganda.
Yes,
and the most painful part of it is that people you think they have common sense, when they find out that there is no even common sense inside them. Even that people can pretend. Look at you, survivor.
You see, that's exactly what I said. All of them, once they deviate and once they have that jealousy in them or hatred in them, they will start looking for a way to undermine that thing they know that is true.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get me.
Exactly.
They know it's true, but because of that hatred, they are no more there. They would like to undermine it so that they will now come out and say, I told you. If you go, they are now working indirectly to spoil the show. One Nigerian is the man that said, so will spoil their show. You know? So what they are doing, like Chook Survivor, don't be surprised that Chook Survivor will start behaving like Go 247 and adult. Don't be surprised.
Once somebody condemn the election, I'm not going to what's an okay already now.
Of course, that's the part I'm going. Ever will be because I had somebody saying in I think it's Kochuk's
No, Master
said
Kevin. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I think it's Mazi Kevin. Yeah. That chief survivor was saying, now in hear about DPM. Now everybody in hear about DPM. Come and say it now. What will it take you to expose this woman?
Nke niile Chinasa Nworu Ikenga Uru Agụ Amara Achara Ugo Amara, all of them kedu ebe ọ dị today? You know,
they are all regretting.
Yes.
They are all regretting. Honestly, honestly, ndị Biafrans na onye leader bara n'ime. That's when they know that this person have been doing the right thing. What is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? Afere ya afe n'ikuku ka ogene onye eri akatara na cloud.
My sister, the thing is, one, even on social media, using the government, hatch na government in Nigeria, by it's important in me also. That is what they thought. And what was now, do you have happiness? And when Bronya ni menda Dr. Ngo the Jiraki Asaki, okay, man,
yes.
You are the one who resigned by yourself. You are the one coming to make out noise as if no one to proge. Or na government here n'ime ya iche na ihe abụọ chi Africa ndị dị ka Cameroon mgbe njipụta ụwa kemgbe ụwa m ofu na Cameroon ruo today only one person ihe akụrụ do you people think that this government is inherited property all of you or you know the issue that our people I don't blame many of them because of if not for things I'm searching. If not for things I search.
Ignorance, yes.
If not for things I search, in the Munji well to tune your art. One more over somehow, I can read them also. Because
exactly, yeah. Like people like Truth Survival and I know a lot of people take that is ever that man. They take him so high. Somebody that do research a lot. So when he come out to talk bad about this election, a lot of them will be on his side though. I'm telling you, if not this thing you are bringing us, letting us to hear it from horse's mouth, then explain it again to layman's understanding. If not this thing, now how I wish a lot of people are taking this to so many platforms so that so many people will be hearing it. And thank you so much once again for coming up in the Zoom. Was it on Wednesday? I don't know.
Yeah.
When was that Zoom? For coming up there, a lot of people, a lot of dear friends always listen to. Watch that our DPM.
Yes.
Zoom meeting.
Yes.
So coming up there again is another way of, letting a whole number of people to hear you out. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's a very good one. I say that step you took that day is a very good one. It's a very good one. So, yeah, dear friends, please, this election is one of that documents we are talking about that we really, really need to have to push for our recognition. So we must, all of us, we must vote. And I heard that DPM said every Biafran, not only old Anambra.
Yes, all body are special. This is also a special election. Special election. Because it's first time in the election. So every time you work, if you don't have the link, contact me. I have the link. I will give it to you.
Yes.
You will just
it's
vote.
A special election. It's not only for old Anambra people. So people,
it's for all the
right
Biafrans.
It's for all Biafrans. Special election. That is the one-time election that we need the documents to add to so many documents we have already to do this final push for international recognition. I tell you what, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. When you do your own research or when you follow Chino up with all these things, Chino is bringing out from UN,
Montevideo Convention, Geneva, all of them, Vienna Convention,
all of them.
There are many.
Too many.
And the issue is that some countries, their name are there as in them area. I am engineers they bring here. People like Bangladesh, it works for them. Do you know what? I was shocked when our DPM executive protest. Our DPM and Nashi. Now, John can swear when the government here name.
And I know that all you know our DPM.
Yes.
You know her. So please, thank God, not everybody. It's not only for old Anambra Biafrans. Please, everybody. It's for everybody. Be you Asian, or 40, the whole 40 states. Please, we have to do this voting. We have to do it. So, Mazichino, thank you, my dear brother.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Please, we are still asking for your support for this platform.
Honestly, I just remain silent because I feel like sometimes now, I'm gonna zoom out. I just want to carry it by myself once I'm ready.
No, you don't have to. Since it's not even complete. Yeah, so many people have supported, and they will be looking forward to see what what their support
where it comes out from. And there is also why I don't want them to support from YouTube again, because what YouTube will do is, to be honest with you, if you want to go and play that money, YouTube will divide into two and take one, give you one. Imagine.
Oh, that's super chat.
I'm telling you, that is why I don't want to support through that again. Just free super chat is free willing. In your $5. YouTube the Kia also now, but we're 3 nearly 2. YouTube.
Jesus.
This is what YouTube is. This YouTube is doing. They are very greedy people. They are very greedy people. So that's why anybody who wants to support, just contact me. I will give him my personal account number. Or my here to tinye and then netinye till you.
It's good to let people know about this. Because they're not
do you know that I believe so far so good now? Only super chat of our people cross on my page. Total of it potra $125. You know that I went in, Kanata had the money. It divided into 2 half. Arabam. I become mad. This is what YouTube is doing. Then they didn't shock me. I started making phone calls. I called our sister, Progress the analyst. Progress the analyst. I just Osim yes, not HCML. She's the one even explain more to me. Osim no na open office for the platform. Maybe when I can do my tinye this special at me. No free will has support to one on YouTube and can't they allow.
Okay.
Now all those bonds, I know one of our brother who give $50. I'm a Madonna 2020. With the hope can you raise here and you were Arabamo.
Child, honestly, it's good to know. So that
and for me, YouTube, I am not hiding their 419. Because the one about me is that I say my word the way it is. I don't know how to romance word. And I put my words. It's
good to let people know, because he has support now to buy gadgets. So once in the 50, are gonna in the 50. Not knowing that YouTube is taking half of it. You know. So it's good in this announcement now email. Honestly, it's good.
I got the money. I went to get so far this country where I am now them very legit. About the laptop nacho. You have water $600 call water. With the hope na me almost 200 na super chat. then with nke save na ọ ga kanyezie na ebe m chọrọ ibu data ha binye m ya kanyezie nwanyị na finish ya ma that was my target ejire m na wetazie ego na YouTube ọ bụrụ wọ odomana na nka na ebidokwu ihe n'isi again
ebido so before my people our viewers please you can hear it now. The money from Super Chat is being shared by the
YouTube
page owner,
yes,
by the page owner and YouTube as well.
Yes.
So it's not gonna work when you are asking for support for something. It can only work when you are just doing your own program, just freely somebody's
to appreciate what we are doing. Yes.
What you are doing.
Yeah.
But for supporting for something, to get something, YouTube Super Chats is a no-no. It's not the way to go.
Yeah, it's a no-no.
Yeah, so please, you can contact Chino on his number for support of that gadget. We need it so urgently. It's very, very necessary.
Yes.
As far as this final push is concerned, you can see a lot of people, so many like Biafrans hope on. They have started talking down on this voting. It's only Chinona that is pushing this voting to the Biafrans for them to know how important.
They have an unrecognized state, new country. Unrecognized new country. Their right to vote.
Yes.
Now the vote triggers international recognition and international
recognition.
And it is also international pressure. Now,
so after hearing all of continue.
So that is also the same way protest triggers international pressure is the same way the vote is an evidence that the government has the right, that the government is the one in charge of the civil is in charge.
Exactly.
As I said, the link between election and effective government the link between election and effective government proves that the government are in control of the civil disobedience and in control of their border and the territory. That is why they conducted election in their land.
Yes.
So the link, you see, it proves that one government the real, no government on paper, no government no government, even though not in exile, that he's working in the homeland. Now the election prove now the government, his legitimacy is on the ground or in the entire state. That is why our people must do this voting.
Chino, honestly, even without reading all of these things from that place, common sense will also tell you that this thing should be just like the sit at home. You remember when Matthew Simon always said it?
Yes.
That sit at home is spending this this Nigeria, not our this Nigerian
meaning of Nigeria now. The meaning of Nigeria is a death sentence to every indigenous people. That's the meaning of Nigeria.
So that's why that sit at home pen no have very, very, because that sit at home have shown the whole world that the people are not loyal to them, rather they are loyal
and they are not in control.
It has shown who is in control, my dear brother.
Yes.
That sit at home shows who is in control. You can imagine somebody from far away Finland gave that order. And those illegitimate governors, we are there with them. And the people are carrying the order from that place. You understand? It shows who is in power. It shows who is in control. It shows who the people respect. It shows who the people trust. So my people, this election is another way to show who is in charge. We have to let them understand that USB have come to stay. It's a nation and it is in charge.
And why it is important is also to put our people under this international law. Asna is only a government of the new unrecognized country has a right to call for a vote. Not also that no group can call for a vote. It's that only a government
It's not
can
for
call
good.
for a
Yes.
good.
Yes. Yeah, because he says once you declare or once you declare a nation, then you have the right to call for that vote. You see,
Yes.
so all these groups, now what do they have? What country? Okay, what country have they declared to start talking rubbish? So, in fact, Mazi Chino, I just pray that this thing will be complete.
Honestly,
Soon.
honestly, do you know that sometimes I think that if I'm on my own, paying my own, I wish I will be online in every 3 hours. I will not. That is, I will be, because the more you come, the more it goes. The more it, in fact, let this year and let me know what I will do, because we need a serious push, because asking a social media is number one power of a new government to advocate for the new government. Social media, no, yeah. We
Yeah,
need
of course, sure.
we need
That
more hands on the
one
deck.
of the things. One of the things Mary that time of Ujuku did not yield much fruit. So, anyways, yeah, my people, please, if you want to support for these gadgets, not super chat anymore, please contact my brother Chino on his private phone number.
The number we use to do this broadcast, that is the number you are calling right now.
Yeah, you can call that number now again. So if anybody hasn't got any, the person can take it and do the needful. That's in there.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate you, Jelen Wine. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. You are doing good. You are doing good.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Biafran people, what we are saying is something that we need to understand. You see, now that Biafra has been redeclared, the level of things we are saying in our own way is no longer that way again. The way we think about it is not. That is what is keeping us also. Until when we start seeing it in the other way angle, that this is, how could this thing work? What is this? See, do not come out to talk, condemn this election where you have never researched anything, where you don't even know the reason of the election, when you don't know the privilege of a new country without international recognition. You first ask, what is the privilege of a new country without recognition? When you type it, then from there you will see every process. Okay, now this is their right, this is not their right, this they will do, even though it's not their right, that they are doing to seek international pity. Then I want that they will do this one to give international recognition. The pity of the international community brings international recognition, because when somebody pities you, it now give you what you want. It's like when you are begging somebody for money or something on the road, you are begging. When that person look at you, say, no, this person deserves to give something. He has what you are asking is what he has pity for you, and he now give you the money. That is what we're talking about. Nothing more than that. And let me tell you this thing. Life starts with play. Life starts with play, but end up in seriousness. You will see, you may see this thing that Biafra government is doing as a play. You may see it as a play. You may see this cannot going to happen. I am sorry for you, because it is already happening. The movement, the Biafra we are looking for recognition now is that just when you born a new child, the child will start from idodo, from sitting down. From sitting down, from obido from obido gabije, from obido wawoso, from obido goes in all. It's now getting serious. All quite to a movement here at the while. And you will see it as, oh, it doesn't matter. Don't mind them. You will be where you are thinking of don't mind them. Their mind is there again. And that is when Hadaino comes at last. Tell me that child who did not play because he got serious in his life. Even in school, when we went to There is a time this movement we are in pre-nursery. There is a time we are in primary. There is a time we are in secondary. There is we work with every process. That is how human beings are being growing. If you believe that human beings are being growing, then rethink from today. If you believe that human beings are being growing up to a stage, up to age of life, this is how this movement is into. I am telling you. When your child went to pre-nursery, you know how we pass through to primary, to secondary. After the secondary in Nigeria, or gacha 1 year, gacha exam gele, or galebia, or let's say obia pass ya, or be submit, or be working by university, or be by 100 year, or be by 100 level, or by 2, all go to a movement here. I am telling you, if you must know, and they start with play, it will end with seriousness. And the seriousness is in our hand. How? By our official declaration. Now waiting for official international recognition. Or can you call film? It's going to be like film for you until you make Vamnanya. Because no game on Vamnanya. When your child was playing, do you think that child will continue being on that ground, continue playing? A time when he will stand up, even Adamesio, Coach Apajamesaria Naro, will come. All go to these things are common sense. This is the only area you apply your common sense. But when it's come to the international communities, like our election, I must tell you, is a way of getting an international recognition. I want you to know the fact and figure. Do not be deceived. Do not tell to cajole you into nonsense. Where we are now, if you're social media, you must be researching and finding what favors the government. Your government is going to favor them. You must be presenting those things that this government will do. It will favor them. Stop listening to anything you hear. Stop having divided attention. Even if when they present themselves, shy away from it. But when it's come to the issue of this name called United States of Biafra, and then had I know will come at last. That's why I begin with a child. When the child all these things is how this process we have undergone all this process. Where Batazia now university graduate here. Okay, bank kind of for now. Aja. In a assuming in a fichimi. You can never charge a queemy. Joko Jojo. I am telling you that the only remedy is for you to see this government of Biafra as only solution to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa Njoku through our international recognition. I must tell you, I am here to present those things to you. The level where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now, do you know that Obato, because of where he is, can easy to be released. Now the African countries are calling for their release also. They are calling for the justice, not injustice. Now Africans, through Ibrahim Traoré, are raising up to fight for every voice that are speaking for the truth. We must adhere to the time. Mgbe na aga school, enwere mgbe ihe na-emo change here. O mgbe iji mkpa akwụkwọ na asa na aga akwụkwọ. O mgbe mechiri jiri 11. O mgbe mechiri jiri 16 or 18 wee na-eje. Ọ bụ otu a nke ọ dịkwa o. Be very careful, because when you destroy yourself, do not think that someone else destroy you. Why that you are the one that destroy yourself? It's a warning. It's a warning. And it's an advice to you. Rethink. Stop. Stop doing more harm than good to yourself. You are true survivor. You are damaged. You have started damaging yourself, and we will help you. You have started damaging. You know, when you present yourself as a good, at last you prove that you are a slaver. People get treated you as slaver. The Biafran people respected you and they go 247. I want to so many June were more. But then what happened? People have deviated. Now I'm going in social media. And then I'm going here, you won't have backup on here. When you try to bring someone down, what will bring you down will come. And when you come, nothing will stop it. Because Nina Tungozi or Abezo Fuaka, if you are telling what about to go to Abezo, everyone can matter about you. Are you God? Even sometimes so people challenge God. And who are you? A mere mortal. Each of one unable. Because of we can use any position. Also, we are here to see how you can. We want those evidence. Let's go to Arabese. Are they around men when call what I want? Chiamaka Jerry when call what I want. So now I won't call what I want. And then we know what the government is so safe because all like a way again. Even though say India is a broken problem, you want time. I want a guy sit down, stop on it in mother go shari who, no way be GJ. Nene kum working a car or wine. It's what I'm quite warm. Ni whom if you have not call a lady. Chai. Oh, one of almost Mazna Canosna. No work canos, and I kinyo. Go to 47 and the true survivor. Oh, no, Mazna cannot be way. Ah, no work canos the qual. Oh, no, and I kinyo. Why because you go not work on if a man no ni fero nemem una chem de chem mi o go why la ko na ka akoke go wa ke nke na ono go platform no was as saloon. I am very sorry for all of you. Why no show buka ka was so fi work no show why ka if a man no nia about to be a surrogate. In only about to be a MSCOS. Only about to be able to protect the mandate. Oh, point tell them on the young. A bear who them banner who you are born. Only claim Odess my foot. My brother, let us go into our conclusion for today. Listen to this about this election. I am still on it, and I'm going to still be here until the election finishes, until all results.
That is an important distinction to make. You are correct. Holding an election in an unrecognized new country does not automatically mean the resulting government is genuinely in control and representative of the civilian population. The link between elections and effective civilian control is complex, especially in unrecognized states, for several reasons. 1. Quality of the election. The election may not be genuinely free and fair. The process could be manipulated, with ballot stuffing, voter intimidation, or dishonest counting.
Now, on this part, this reason I want to play you this. Do you see what the international community are thinking for organized country? But now, na USB government is quite different from whatever. How is what we happen at the Biafran people? We are democracy on our own before white man comes. And we want to prove to the world. Now here happen here slashing of ballot paper. Not they are possible in Biafra. Now here do to one. That will respect everybody, every law. That we are people that are well organized, despite rebel among us. Our own election, nobody will snatch ballot boss. Nobody. We are going to have free and fair election. We already have, because for me, I have already voted from my room through my phone. And the only ones. I can't vote twice. I can't do what? I can't vote twice.
Non-competitive. If genuine opposition parties are prevented from running, held under duress, if the territory is controlled by an armed faction that uses the election to formalize its power rather than seek genuine consent. 2.
In Biafra, there is nothing like army on the day of our election. No, it's not going to be there. It's few things they are reasoning. That had you said the election, no, we cannot manage genuine. Now we are reading this your document. We are also telling you that we are going to be genuine and be free and fair election. That will be no crisis anywhere. There is not going to be any crisis anywhere in our election time. Everywhere peaceful. From over how many days now? The votes are still counted. The votes are still going on till the 4th is going to be the final day, and the result will be announced on that 4th. The only element you do is to look for some NGOs, media, and let them interview our government. Let them, as the election is going on, let them interview some people, and the message will be sharing and be going viral. Let there be videos of the election in the homeland, and give to all those volunteer or free media, so they can be able to publish the thing. It will be crow. That proves so when we don't connect without army, without police, and everywhere is peaceful. It's also draw the attention for quick international recognition. These are things that we must know. It's in our hand. Everything is in our hand. So we must all understand that the government is well to do. And what they are doing is the right of the people. They are protecting the mandate of the people. I want you to know that this election is our right. Oh, there's if you didn't get my notification, just try and go to that notification again. We are live, so we're going to try ourselves. Good morning. We are talking for the impact of the election. That is why we are here. So listen to what the documents or the charter, article 1 of the International Covenant on Civil and the Political Rights of a new country. So listen to this, so from there you can pick up.
Yes, a newly declared country, even one that is unrecognized by other states, generally has the right to hold elections according to the principle of self-determination, and the idea that governments should derive their authority from the consent of the governed. Here's a breakdown of the key points. Self-determination. International law recognizes the right of all peoples to freely determine their political status. Article 1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, for example. Holding elections is a common and fundamental way for a people to exercise this right and establish a government that reflects their will. De facto sovereignty. Even without international recognition, which is a political act by other states, a self-declared state that has de facto control over its territory and population often proceeds to establish its own governmental structures, including holding elections, as a way to legitimize its rule internally. Lack of recognition's impact. While the country has the right to hold elections in an internal sense, the lack of international recognition can have significant consequences. The results of the elections may not be recognized or accepted as legitimate by other states or international organizations. The state's international standing and ability to join global bodies like the UN will remain hindered until recognition is achieved. It may face economic or political pressure from the parent state or the international community if the elections are seen as a move to permanently separate without a recognized legal basis or negotiation. In summary, they can and often do hold elections to demonstrate internal legitimacy and exercise self-determination, but those elections will likely lack international validation until recognition is granted.
I hope you heard it clearly. Our rights and what the election can trigger. It can trigger international recognition. When they see that the other side, they told us that when it is not peaceful, slash of ballot box, military problem, and all none. When we resist and prove to them, no, we don't need all these things. We are peaceful people. You said before the amalgamation that we are Republicans in nature and we respect democracy. We respect the rule of law. That is who we are. That is why we are good to have a new country. So this is the way things have been going. This is the way. So nobody should deceive you. Do not mind those people. Don't go to their to wasting your time. Don't go there. The same way we have rights, the government have right to call for election and handle the election the way they want. It's the same way they also call for protest and they advise some NGOs that are not by government, are individual businesses to carry out the protests. And the government must identify what we want. That Bangladesh people, they identify that they are seeking financial recognition, and they got it. UK and America call Maghandi of India. Please consider this. Help us do this thing. You are very close. Your eyes should be there. Please bring Pakistan to stop. Tell these people to have their own control and support them. It happens like that. That's how it happens. Let us see why Nigerian government want to kill Nnamdi Kanu. I have given you all this today, so you know that the election is very important for you to go and cast your vote. If you don't have the link, contact me. I will give you the link. Contact me on this number I'm calling right now. +97336051337. Again, +97336051337. That is the number to contact. So I'm able to give you the link to go and vote freely inside your room. That is how you know the kind of corn that is coming. You will not go for long and stand on the sun. Nobody will slap you. Nobody will beat you. Nobody will bribe you with 1,000. You will vote according to your choice. You can be in your room. I am here. I voted. Is here is where I said on that that they can vote my own. And in that vote, it's only one place you might ask question. That is where they write date of birth. For me, when I first time date of birth is no, I put my number in works. I voted. I tried to vote. You say no, you have voted. I tried to go to Omambala vote. You have voted. I tried to go to Ikemba. I said, this government is too smart. You cannot manipulate the exam. You cannot manipulate it. Just forward me a message on that my WhatsApp. You used to call me. I'll send you the link right now. And in this election, every Biafra must vote because it's a special first ever election being conducted after 1967 to 2025. Do you understand it? It's our first election. So that is why it is very important that we all must participate. When you get the link, bring people around you, let them do it. After my own vote, I have helped some people to vote more and more. That is the link to vote. So once you contact me, I will send the link to you. Those that contacted me even when I'm alive here, I have already sent the link to them. So, yes, anybody who's asking for the link, please, after the program, I will be sending the link to you. I will be sending the link. Yes, I see 2 people on my comments and they're asking for the link. So right now, as I am stopping, I am forwarding the link to you right now because there is no time to wait for anything. I am giving you the link right away. Once you need the link, just contact me. I will send you the link without wasting time because I will want you to vote, exercise your right, so you will see the happiness. So you will see the happiness of the election. This is not going to be like the one that they are conducting in that death sentence called One Nigeria. So it's our right. It is our inalienable right, and they say that it is what? Our fundamental right. It is our right to exercise that we are good to go. That what Britain said about us is not true. My people. Let don't be deceived by any human being anymore. You have had it here that it is our right to do what? To vote. To showcase that the government of Biafra is the one that is the one that is in control, no matter how big or how small it is. And the election of Biafra is not going to be do and die affair. No, it's not going to be do and die affair. It's going to be a freeway election. Vote who you want. Nobody will be there for you. You just go and vote. Yes. When you send message, then I'll forward the link. I have sent to 2 people that 3 people that asked me. I already sent to them. So once you ask me the link, I'll be able to send it to you. Because we want all Biafrans to vote. So we will show them that even Soludo can never get the result that we are going to get. Hello, Deje. Hello, good morning.
Hello,
Yeah, good morning from here.
yeah, I think they did that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't even know that you are on program now. Since
Yes, maybe.
I'm just doing something on this thing. I just come across the program.
Yeah, I've been here since over
before
3 hours.
I
Yeah.
do receive notification before, but I don't even see anything in the notification.
That is what you will do. You go back to that place, click back on that notification. You have to go and refresh screen. Because sometimes YouTube, when they minus you from my like, they will also remove your notification. That is YouTube for you. Like this morning now, there was a time I was under attack. They just disappeared all the like, and they left only 20 something. How they did.
The link, I would like to get the link.
No, I'll forward after you are called now. I'll forward it to you. I'll forward it to you.
And I have a question to ask her.
Yeah, go on.
Which state are the election now that is about to commence? In which state?
The election is going on Omambala, Ikemba, and Odimegu. Then because of the way it is, the government made it open that it's a special election that everybody can vote on this first one. Everybody can vote. Then the only thing you will do, you will choose one state, even if it's Odimegu, you vote. And the one thing happens that when you vote once, you can't vote again. Oh. Once you vote that one, you cannot vote again.
That means I need to vote like 3 states now.
No. You can't vote on 3 states. You can only vote on one. You will choose out of these 3 states. You will only vote on one. If you vote on 3, that is a manipulation of a result. Only one. Once you vote, like I'm from Odimegu. When I voted Odimegu, I tried let me try see Ikemba or Sim you have voted. Let me go to Omamba or Sim you have voted. You can vote again.
So that means the program is normal.
Child. That is how you will experience what we are going to bring to Biafran people. Election day voting. Okay. You can be in your room and vote and stay on your own.
So, not that the one in Nigeria, one person will vote 10 times or 20 times.
Do you know how many times me are sitting here that have rigged election in Nigeria? In high name, election, I used to now. What about blood paper? Would you go 50,000? If you get 200 or 100, you would have voted wrong election for Nigeria way country.
I still have one more question to ask. As I did so, I'm from Enugu State, and I'm from Igbeti local government in Enugu State.
Okay.
So they do count us, Nsukka people. So, but I did not know the state that I fall in. In the fourth state of Biafra.
Yeah, see what you will do to me. You will, after this program, give me a voice note. Then I will send you a number, somebody who will direct you in Enugu State. I will send you. You need to know you are one of the Enugu State governor. Then he will direct you where you are from. That is how to know it.
Because as of now, I'm in those states. I'm in Akure now. That was where I was born and brought up.
Yeah.
You understand? So I've already tried for me to know the states that I fall in.
You will know it once we are. That's why I said, just drop me a voice note. I will get number of some governors in Enugu and send so you will call them and explain who you are, the area. Now they will direct you where you are. Me too. Well, when the map come outside the first time, I called and they directed me. I got it right. So it's not a taboo.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yeah. I'll drop the voice now. They send me the link.
Oh, no problem. I will do that.
Yes, sir. Thank
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a brother who is asking me a question. He needs the link. Please, you need to have my number. My number is +9 7 double 3 6 0 5 1 3 3 7. If you got this number, let me know. If you got this number, send me message on WhatsApp. No, okay, Udo. Once you send that message from WhatsApp, then I will forward the link to you. Because we must vote massively to show the world how prepared we are and who we are. That is why it's very important that you join the voting. That is why you must join the voting. You must join the voting. Just send me a message, then you will get it. Then I will send you. You can see I am still on program. That is why I can't, because the voice note, I think the voice note is not meant to play for on this platform. So when I finish my program, then I will attend to you. Please, for the voting, I will. The only thing I'm doing is to send the link. Anybody who wants the link, contact me on my private number. Then I will do what? I will send you. See, do not be panicked. Do not be confused. Do not follow this snagging that are going on. It's our right of the government to do that. It proves a lot of things to the world. One, how prepared we are and how the government is an effective government. You know that under Montevideo Convention, the criteria of having a new country, that it said you will have effective governments that are able to enter into relationship, into agreement, into everything. That is what you are seeing. Prove it by voting, by that population that are going to come out from the vote. It is very important if you do so. Like I told you, the voting are not showing your face. The voting is only in the hands of the instrument of Biafra government. When you don't show your face, no. Just put your name, put a date of birth. You are good as gold. You see how everything will turn around. Then you may vote. It is important as if we continue to do so, because everything that we are doing this time, we are proving what? They're what they call political what? Correctness. By this vote, we are proving political correctness also. So my people, I want to thank you for being here, but I will not go without letting the world know why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering today, and what he told these gullibles to do, and they refused to do that. Sorry, I'm looking for the video that I want to use to conclude the program, the video of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah.
Kedu ụzọ nwanne Nnamdi Kanu si na-eme ya na-emeju ya? Unu kọrọ m ka m ghọta. Na m sị mụ na-arụghị ogbe nke abụọ gafere River Niger. Unu ga-arụ okporo ụzọ. Unu ga-emezi ebe niile. Ebe ụmụaka na-aga akwụkwọ, ọ ga-emezi ọma mma. Ụlọ ọgwụ a ga-arụzi ya arụzi. A ga-enwe ọkụ, mmiri ga na-agba. Ọ ga-adị onye ihu na mma, dị onye azụ na mma. Kedu ụzọ m si mejọ ndị dị etu a? Asị m n'ụzọ m si na-eme ya na ọ dịghị mma. Njọ ha sị bụ ngwa agha. Onye mgburu mma, onye mgbara ụta. Akwa sọsọ ozi ọma Chineke si mgbasa n'igwe ka na-agbasa. Kezie ka o si metụta unu. Ọ bụ gịnị mere unu nwa na-asị ka akpọta Nnamdi Kanu ka egbuo ya ọha na eze na ndị gọvanọ? Ọ gwara gịnị mere ndị herdsmen na-egbusi ndị mmadụ n'ugwu Awụsa, ndị gọvanọ ha n'ugwu Awụsa kpọbere ka abịa gbusie ha? Kedu ụzọ nwanne Nnamdi Kanu si na-eme? Unu kọrọ m ka m ghọta.
Okay, mụ ya na-ekwu okwu ya. Ihe mere ji wee jide ya. Let the world see a man who fight for his people because of the truth. That is why they keep him. That is why they want to take him away. But the other people says no. This is the man in the beginning. Look at what he told, where he believed in one Nigeria. There was a time Mazan Kano believed in one Nigeria so much. Listen to this. Sorry, hold on, it's coming.
The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children.
This is him.
All over
Under one Nigeria, protesting for the killing happening in Nigeria
we are
also.
not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government, to the High Commissioner, that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are deadly mistaken. We are asking for peace, we are asking for people to get together, we are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the council committee for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 67 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
This is when he was what? A one Nigeria, Mazen Nandekan. Who they want him to kill today? They want his life to be off. Who they keep in dungeon? He first start fighting for Nigeria. Stop killing of people. And what happened? They refuse. And until he begins to fight to save life of his people. Because he knew that after they destroy those people and take off their life, they are going to come for Biafra people. And he pick up the fight. That is who they are keeping. We shall see where it will end. Yes, Divine, my number is +9 7 3 6 0 5 1 3 7. That is my number. I repeat it again. If you got the number, let me know if I'll shut the program down. The number is +9 7 3 6 0 5 1 3 7. That is the number to get me. That is my own private line. That is also the number I used to do this program, you see. So if you want to contact me, that is the number. Thank you. I hope you have got the number. So I want you to know that all this that is happening, before he go to this, listen to this.
Fulani can control you however they like.
Before I go to this, remember the one I just played for you right now.
Foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Have you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad? There is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say, enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying the same thing about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them.
That is it.
Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you in 2014, 2015, 2016. They said he's a warmonger. He's a warmonger. I went to America and I told World War Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Nigeria is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please, Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain, you do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraction is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? It's not the Yoruba youth. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They say they support Akeredolu. This is the governor from those states. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kano, are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you who have had your breakfast this morning, please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is minerally the same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century, moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me.
Only in Nigeria. That sentence.
People, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace seriousness. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce Carnation milk in Kano? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? Did we not have meat to eat? They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa we don't reason very well. The way we reason is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army Nigetiala to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally. Why can't you can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send it to people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do something? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from places. All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. As somebody will say, your shame is shaming me.
Who go 247 to survive
ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless, completely hopeless. One day I want idiot to come and say, we are intellectuals. And you're moving cattle from Kafanchan to Ahoda. You are intellectuals. You are intellectualizing. You are in the 21st century, you are moving cattle, driving cattle, Nama, from over 300 miles. Claiming Yoruba forest is a place for you to be in. You want to relax Yoruba forest. Every Nigerian is free to live anywhere. And do their business anywhere, yes. But when an Igbo man tries to sell beer in Kano, you destroy it. You destroy their businesses, you destroy their hotels, but you can come down to the south and live anywhere you like and grace anywhere you like. And you're telling me that is a country, that is one Nigeria for you? The Fulanis we are talking, they call them the Funa movement. Our attention has been drawn to a decree credited to one Rotimi Akeredolu, asking Fulani people who have occupied some forests in Ondo State to quit. We are also aware of another incident in Oyo State where an illiterate political talk gave quick notice to Fulani people to leave their territories, which are now their irreversible homes. And listening, Fulani are now saying that Yoruba forest is now their irreversible homes. They have now occupied Yoruba land in perpetuity. And I want to let my Yoruba friends understand this. You see, in life, anytime you support evil, evil will come back to haunt you.
That is it.
All of you never knew that IPOB and this Biafra movement was for your liberation. Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we won't have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone. Do you understand it? There is nothing more precious in life than freedom. Freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourselves to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, they will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. As soldiers of Kabi do that law, Banta. They're taking it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Hope of them have proved to us that you are stood. Give us land in Olu. Hope of them will give them land in Olu. We can go and kill people in Obibo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer in misery. But if they come down to the south, they tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obioso was talking rubbish, was it yesterday or 2 days ago. Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies, I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never, ever, ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people.
You had it. This is
coming now. You must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo. Oh, you're Yoruba. Oh, you are from Europe. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president.
I hope you heard it clearly from him. That is my president, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I can't talk while he's talking. I can't do that. What is that he's crying for? What is that makes him to raise his voice? It's about the Fulanis. Yes, I am from United States of Biafra. 4360. I am from United States of Biafra. The new country that was declared on November 29, 2024. Which country are you from? Which day is your Independence Day? Look at those that is happening. Why Mazen Kanu says no to one Nigeria after protesting for one Nigeria to tell them to make everything right. The cry of mothers. This is mothers. They are crying because of their children. Now let me give you the one.
In this video, this very video, I will allow you to play from beginning to the end.
Guys, this particular video has been flying on the internet space.
Before the
I want to show you something. Look at them, you who is the one Nigeria. Look at the people killing people every day in Nigeria. UK, London, you say that you are giving Nigeria one of the most highest expensive aid. This is what they use that aid to stop giving Nigeria aid so it will stop killing the indigenous people. You told us that you are giving Nigeria aid. See the aid. They need to mobilize them. By this is what they're doing to kill indigenous people. This is Fulani people claiming the owner of the land and killing those that are the owner of the land. Let me show what they are doing. You don't just talk.
Allahu Akbar.
This is what they're doing. Burning ancestral homes with that machine and AK-47. They are burning community. Do you see it? Yes. They are burning and killing indigenous people in the night. This is what Nigeria use the aid you give to them to sponsor. If Nigeria exists, the indigenous people will die. See them running away from their ancestral home. London, the aid you are giving to Nigeria, look at what they are used to do. You see them running away from their ancestral home. That is what is going on. That is what people, that is why we are calling to exit this contraction. That is why the people of Biafra walk away. Britain, UK, look at the money you are giving, the aid you are giving to Nigeria. Look at what they use to sponsor. Nigeria, you know that Nigeria is what agree on the Islamic agenda. They want to Islamize us. We are talking of, you told us that we are giving Nigeria the highest aid. See the aid. No good road, no good hospital, no good school, no light, nothing. Look at what they used to do. UK, London, the aid you are giving to Nigeria, look at it here. Look at the aid here, UK.
Alhamdulillah. Woi beta. Belum dekat je nak.
This is what UK, London, this is the aid you are giving. See it here.
Ya mat.
Look at what they are brandishing. This is the Fulanese. What they are doing. Look at it. We are proving it to you for you to see the aid we are giving. This is what the aid is all about. Dying, killing of the indigenous people.
They kidnapped 2 Christian sisters in this hospital. These 2 sisters.
After they have showed or they brandished their AK-47 and those weapons, next is to kidnap and kill.
Now this Boko Haram came in this hospital. Muslim was there, Christians was there, and they kidnapped 2 Christian sisters, maybe. They carried them, go inside the bush. After sleeping with these 2 ladies, they now release them. Happened in Prachu. This is how they are slaughtering Christians, persecuting Christians in Nigeria. I'm telling you what happened in Prachu. Yes, and this young man that you are seeing here was attacked by Boko Haram, the bandits that
You hear
are
it?
Christians in Nigeria.
UK, let us give you another one. Let us bring more to you. So you will see the aid we are giving. What the aid is doing.
Because I want.
I'm coming. Because we must praise. We are here with evidence. We don't just come and talk. The killing of the indigenous people in that contraction called Nigeria.
How?
The killing. The killing is going on in Nigeria.
Everyone's on television.
Why network is knocking out? Hold on, we must play it. No matter what they think they can do. We must do what? We must play it. The aid we are giving to one Nigeria. What is bringing to the people? So you will see. Look at the aid here.
This is the mass burial of people that were massacred at Yelwara Chas village, Barikilak, the local government of Plateau State on the 14th of this month. Behind each coffin is a story, a family, and a dream. These are not just bodies, but children, parents, siblings, and friends whose potential and contribution to humanity were tragically silent by these bloodthirsty demons. Enough of this Christian cleansing. For how long can we continue like this? For how long can people continue to gather to perform mass burial for their beloved ones? Enough of this Christian cleansing going on in Nigeria. We can no longer continue like this. Enough is enough. Enough of this.
That is the aid UK you are giving to Nigeria. My brother, the Southeast 15 Igbo senators, they don't need freedom. 43 Igbo House of Rep, they don't need freedom. We are not asking about referendum is what we take by ourselves. If you don't know, go and ask of how Namibia gets their freedom from. Go and check how Namibia gets their freedom from South Africa. Go and check how people of Eritrea get their independence from Ethiopia. Go and check how Bangladesh gets their freedom from Pakistan. It's not their senator. It's not their Igbo. It's not their people. They're housing. The government bring it to them. So don't be deceived. Freedom is being taken. It's not being given, and we have already taken it. If you don't know, if you don't know more, Biafra has been declared on November 29, 2024. The world knows about it. We are only seeking for our international recognition. That is what we are seeking right now. This is how the criteria of type your phone, how to build a new country or how to get a new country. Just type it on your phone that used to be writing me here right now. Then your phone will answer you all the questions. Criteria to become a new country. Or the honor 15 Igbo world senator anonymous. Nothing concerns them. So do not be deceived. Yes, Jenny, she has shoes is already with 247. They are doing the same thing now. So my people, it's already 3 hours Sunday. And I thought I would be only 1 hour. I just come back from work. So I'm going to end it up here. So from me, from here, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here.